okay? Give me like 2 seconds because there was an ad right as you fucking started it. Alright, here we fucking go. 2 days before Christmas, and streams were abound. The silence was deafening, except for hellhounds. Ern on the sticks, Michelle's on the liquor, Jesus chugging Cosmos that will make him sicker. Juan with some water, Josh with deep eddies. Krampus is coming, we all must get ready. The cloven hooves to mask the sinister grin. Every bad girl and boy will pay for their sins. Quip, grab your Bible, holy water, a cross. Blood will be stained in the trails of frost. Hide all the children and run for the hills. Krampus kills Christmas for bloodlust and thrills. We'll light a fire and wage war in the night. Merry Christmas to all on your fateful last night. Hello and welcome to Death by Daylight, everybody. My name is Josh, and this is a very special Christmas episode. Thank you so much. This is a very special Christmas edition of Death by Daylight, episode number 38. We're going to call it the Krampus episode, but it is going to be a Christmas spectacular. We're going to have all sorts of fun stuff to do, and these guys have no idea. I've prepared it myself, so everything is going to be a surprise to them, except for Krampus, which is what we won't start off with. We're actually going to start off with a game that I have after we do the intro stuff, and then we'll get into the drinking game, and then we'll get into Krampus, and then we'll get into some other stuff. I'm not exactly sure of the order yet, but you're going to get all of that stuff in this episode. Anyway, I am here with Ernie.
Hello.
I am here with Michelle.
Hey.
And Caesar is along for the ride. I believe so, right?
He is here?
Yeah, that's good enough.
But he is like coming in and out of the kitchen. He's doing stuff. He might join us later. We'll see. He's still figuring it out. I will let you know.
It's all good.
So I just want to let you know I already fucked everything up. You said it's the Krampus episode, and I named it the Christmas episode. So,
dude, perfect.
Everybody, I failed.
That's actually perfect because it's going to be a lot more. It's going to be all of it. It's going to be great. It's going to be spectacular. The name is secondary to how much this fun this is going to be. I wish I had this. The drink that I'm having today is very Christmassy for me. But as soon as Ernie hears it, he's also gonna know that it's like the rest of the year for me. So it's like, but it is like on Christmas I make sure that this is what I go with. So I am having a Stone Delicious IPA and Bullet Bourbon. Is what my combo is this evening.
Well. I am drinking a PBR and it's a whiskey.
What kind of whiskey?
Bullet.
Oh, nice. Yeah, of course. And Michelle, what are you guys drinking?
I made a cocktail. I always start this with the very and then I'm getting ready for this long ass story because something always happens before I make a drink.
Oh.
I tried to make this tequila martini. I made it wrong. I used to make this back in the day. So I tried it and I was like, this is not. And then I remembered I used the wrong ingredients. So I just chugged it. So I already had 2 shots.
Oh,
but
delicious.
now I'm having an Aperol spritz with some blueberries in it because they dance around in the Prosecco and it looks all cute. And then on the side I have some gin that Sessa brought me that has sea kelp and juniper, of course, and some lime, and it's all sorts of tasty, and that's what I'll be shooting tonight.
It sounds cozy as fuck.
Yeah.
You should see the Aperol. It's so cute. The little blueberries dance and the bubbles. Anyway, yeah.
Man, y'all are making... I'm gonna go put my PBR away and go get a fucking peanut butter pretzel stout, cause fuck.
Do it!
Yeah,
Well,
I mean, it's... Go ahead.
Well, I have the peanut butter pretzel stout and the crunch enhancer, which is a amaretto pecan stout. I don't know which one I should get. They're both
who?
Martin House.
Amaretto.
Oh, Martin House?
Amaretto.
That one tastes like Dr. Pepper.
I know. That's
That
why I'm
sounds
about
delicious.
it.
Fucking love Dr. Pepper. So, tonight we've got all sorts of great stuff for you. Michelle has a bartender minute. where she's going to share with you some of her delicious Christmas cocktails. I believe you have 2 of them this evening, yes?
I do. And they're both warm cocktails. I figured 'tis the season. Um, so I know it's a cocktail minute. I know I made 2. One's a little more difficult. So let's
You've
just
got all
say
the minutes you
two
need.
and a half minutes.
Yeah, you've got all the minutes are yours.
So I believe it's in the description, or it will be put in the description.
It's there.
So if I
It's
go
there right
too
now.
fast, all right, cool. So you can just go read it, do everything. It will come out great. The first one is I called it the post-punishment punch. This is what I picture Krampus drinking after punishing all the people and admiring his snow globe collection and just chilling, with his
Yes, Daddy.
teacup. Anyway,
Right?
so it's a it's a traditional mulled wine. It's popular in German-speaking countries. It's called Glühwein. Commonly had during the fall and winter, especially during the holidays. It's really easy to make. There's really is no wrong amounts of spices to add in, like the mulled, quote unquote, spiced syrup part of it. Honestly, if you just pick your favorite wine and then follow my directions, that's pretty much it. And if you don't like warm cocktails, you can serve it over ice. Just skip the whole heating up part. But again, this one's a little more complicated to say out loud. So if you just follow through the descriptions, but it's going to have notes of like cinnamon, cloves, allspice, nutmeg, cardamom. You basically make a tea out of that, turn it into a syrup. Then you heat up the wine, very, very, very low heat until it's nice and warm. You add the syrup until it's to your desired sweetness. Transfer it to a punch. Add some cinnamon sticks, oranges. Bam, ready to go. The other one
We've had some version of this at Eve, have we not? Am I
you had
okay?
Murray's and Eve. I
Okay,
did try
okay.
making something like this at both. The
Okay.
better one was at Eve because I had a little more practice. Also, if you want to add a little kick, you have some Amaro lying around. Definitely add that because there's like a lot of those same notes of like spices and citrus in them, like Montenegro, Quiniquina, or brandy. Brandy is another thing that is traditionally added to it. So if you want a little
Brandy.
kick, definitely add that.
You're
The
a
last
fine
one was
girl.
like this last minute. I made it for myself this past Sunday because we were hanging out in the backyard throwing axes at our axe rig thing. And I was like, it's getting cold. I want a warm cocktail. So I found, I love kombucha. I had one of the GTs, their fall edition, that's like, again, spices, pears, apple, etc. So I did an ounce of Elijah Craig small batch bourbon, half an ounce of a bergamot liqueur, an ounce and a half of this kombucha, half an ounce of honey, a splash of lemon. You put it all in a mug, top it with some hot water, and then just mix it until the honey's integrated. An expressed orange peel, the end.
I need that.
Yeah, it's so good.
Yeah, I mean, just the amount of knowledge you've gotten in this first 5 minutes about how you can make your holiday extra cozy with alcohol should be worth all of your time, because all of that sounds fantastic. We've got Bex listening. She says hello all. Luis is here as well. Jared says,
Jared.
what's good, y'all? Bex told me about kombucha. I want to try it.
It tastes like it depends which kind you take, because there's some that taste like armpit, and then there's some that
Yeah.
taste like
I
spoiled tea, which are the
there that
good
is
ones.
true. The brand I specifically list in this one, the GTs, I love, and I'm also a little biased because in another podcast that I'm very obsessed with, that's actually one of their sponsors. So because I love them and their podcast, I drink it. But also, I do love kombucha in general. But this one's just definitely, again, it only comes out around this time of year. Really good, especially in this drink because of the added like hot water kind of tea effect. The tart slash funkiness of the kombucha adds such a great complexity to just like what would be just a standard toddy. And then like that slight effervescence with the warmth, it gives it such a crazy, like amazing mouthfeel. So if you have these things, I can't. And again, here's another thing. I'm not a toddy person. I'm not like a warm drink person. And I had like 4 of these that night. It was so good.
Damn.
Nice.
Yeah.
I
And I
think
called it the Toni Collette Toddy because I love her. So yeah.
I think my favorite
That's it.
kombucha is the Health Aid kombucha, the bubbly rose one. That one's
That
so
one's
good.
great. That one's Cecil's favorite.
Yeah, it's
My
fucking
my
good.
dear friend Megan told me, she's probably watching, Megan of Megan and Luis, that she told me all about kombucha, and told me that it's really good for your stomach. Like it's
Yeah.
good to like not just not make you like feel nauseous or whatever, but like for your whole system because it makes your stomach just more efficient and better.
The ones that
And
told me
so,
about it is Christian and Amanda, actually, when I went to
oh
visit
yeah,
them in
they're
Austin
kombucha
once.
people.
We also
I
have
used to call it kombucha. Because
I like that.
I'm uncivilized swine, but yeah, sounds delicious. Go ahead, Ernie. Sorry.
we have Gabriela Sanchez saying, "Hey,
That's my sister and her partner Gabby. They're probably
gotcha."
both listening together.
Hey,
Yay!
what's
Hey,
up, y'all?
girl.
And then we have I'm not too picky, haha. I'm drinking Four Locos right now, and it's
Oh
mostly
my God,
trash, but it gets you drunk. Jared, of course.
Jared, what the fuck?
And he spelled it the wrong. He spelled it the way you say it, Josh. Kombucha.
Kombucha?
Kombucha.
Fucking. Oh shit! That I'm telling you, we're just always on the same page, me and that guy. So we've got some stuff. If you're listening right now, this is going to be a very heavily involved episode. If you want it to be, if you want to sit back and say nothing, of course you're more than welcome to do that. If you would like to get involved, there's going to be a lot of opportunities for you to get involved tonight. I've got games, an abundance of games that I
Games on games
prepared.
on games. Sorry.
Yeah, all sorts of games to keep. We're gonna to put them all over the episode. We talk a little about Krampus, have a little game, take a little drink, talk a little about Krampus, have a game. So it's gonna be very involved. Any of the answers, put them in whenever you want to. Help these people out with the answers. Give them ideas. And obviously, they don't have to take your answers. But if you want to play along with us, please do. And the drinking game tonight, after the first the first match that Ernie does. After that, all of our drinking is going to be focused on these games. And if you get a right answer, you pick somebody to drink. If you get a wrong answer, you drink yourself. And here's the twist, family. We are going to pick if you get a right answer and you want to pick someone to drink, you can pick anybody. That's like anyone here, anyone that's listening, like anyone that's commented or whatever. You can pick Cesar, even though he's in the other room. I don't care. Just anyone that can hear you that you can request to take a drink. You can request anybody, or of course you could request anybody on the podcast. If you get it right at home, and you answer before I give the answer away, also you can give either us a drink or someone else in the chat if you like. We're gonna get everybody involved.
Yes.
So Luis says White Russian is the drink for tonight. Amazing, Luis. I'm glad that you took our advice from it. Jared says, "See, Luis." Fucking yeah. So it's gonna be a lot of fun. We're gonna play a game, like a super quick game, right before Ernie even. Actually, no. We're gonna wait. I'm getting too ahead of myself. Ernie's gonna play the game. We're gonna do the drinking game while he watches. We're gonna talk about some Christmas stuff, some Christmas topics I have while we watch him play the game and drink, and then we will go from there. And we'll open up after that with a game. So, Ernie, do you want to talk about Mr. Krampus?
So I'm probably gonna get fucking destroyed because even though this fucking skin looks amazing,
Yeah.
this killer is dog shit.
Aw.
It's the trapper. I have to set traps. They can step on them. If it's a bunch of good survivors, I'm gonna get fucking wrecked. But we'll see.
It looks fucking sweet. If that's any consolation, it's like probably my favorite skin in the game.
Yeah.
It has a great
that I've
outfit.
seen
I love
so
that it
far.
has snow on it still.
Yeah,
Is that snow or is that
No, that's no.
okay.
angel jizz.
Angel jizz.
Yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and pay, the rules of the game. If you are drinking along with us, we understand that it's Wednesday, but if you're off tomorrow or not, who the fuck am I to tell you when to drink? If you're drinking with us, we are drinking whenever Ernie gets a hook. We're drinking whenever he breaks a gen. We're drinking on the first and third kill, and on the second and fourth kills, we are taking shots. which is always exciting here at Death by Daylight. If you are drinking along with us, feel free to play. We will try to call out when these events happen, but obviously I've got a lot going on in front of me, so you got to pay attention to yourself.
I'll help you out there. I'll help you.
There we go. Jared says they need to make Krampus a dick or something.
DLC.
DLC.
Oh.
Dick? Put a dick on him?
I was like, why? Like, what does that have? Louis says cramp cum. So, I guess he was talking about the snow. And Beck says a face only a mother could love.
Oh my god. Look at these, look at the names on these, like, survivors. This person's name is Dick Mayonnaise.
Oh, man.
It's not DLC mayonnaise.
It's
No.
not
this other person is Slap Nuts Visconti, which is Ace's last name.
Oh.
The other ones are whatever, but Dick Mayonnaise, man,
Yeah.
man.
That guy, I like it. I think that guy's got balls. More balls than Jesus, who refuses to put his screen names like we want him to. If you want to vote right now in the comments, you can do it. J Daddy Butt Cheeks is the first option, or J Daddy Two Holes. Which one do you like better for Jesus to change his gamer tag to?
Imagine you're playing like Call of Duty or something like super tryhard, and like, you know how it shows you like who killed you? It's like you were killed by Dick Mayonnaise.
Like, yeah, I was.
Death by Dick Mayonnaise.
I've killed plenty of people with my Dick Mayonnaise. Why shouldn't I be on the other end of it?
Your name's not Gibby. Heyo.
Oh, Gibby. Jared votes Two Holes, so I like it too, Jared. I like Two Holes better than J Daddy Butt Cheeks, but
Two holes better than one.
I mean, always, and Three Holes better than two.
Heyo.
But I like J Daddy. I like both of them, but I came up with J Daddy Two Holes, so it just gets the edge for me over J Daddy Butt Cheeks. But I think J Daddy Butt Cheeks, to be fair, is a fantastic screen name as well. I think it's really something special. No matter what he goes with, we're gonna have some really great times with it.
Imagine when his son's like grown up, like he's like 12 and he wants to play with his friends. What's your screen name? Well, my dad's thing is J Daddy Two Holes.
Like, why? He just plays golf, but he only plays like two. Just like he just plays a little golf. Sometimes he does a little skee ball. You know what I mean?
Ski ball. Come again for Big Fudge.
Coming in for Big Fudge. And alright, so again, we're gonna get some Christmas topics going here. We're also gonna be playing with the game, or playing the drinking game with as Ernie kills and slays these innocent people. And we're going to.
Are they innocent though? Are they?
No, they're
I mean, I
probably
don't know. I don't know their lives.
I'm just kidding.
I know at least one of them. Just the odds of, like, percentage of people that are shitbags in the world. At least one of these people is a shitbag. So,
Are any of
don't
them white women?
I don't know. I have no clue. There's a. I can't see.
There's a chance they might have voted for Trump if they are.
No,
Sorry,
yeah,
I'm
overwhelming
going that route
percentage. No, I mean, I don't care. If you're tuning in, you know where we stand. Freddy says, "What's up?" Oh shit, it's Freddy.
My dude. My
fucking
guy.
Freddy, dude. Long time no talk, dude. What's up, dude? Good to have you, man. Good to fucking have you, buddy.
My fucking guy.
He says, "What's up, gents? What's up, dude? Fucking great to have you, man. Glad you made it back home. To Death by Daylight. We're happy to have you." So some Christmas topics that we're gonna just run through while lightly converse while Ernie does his thing is that the first thing we're going to talk about right off the bat is a little bit rundown of what, obviously not this year, which is a hot pile of garbage, but what do you usually do for Christmas, Michelle, if anything? Some people don't, and that's perfectly understandable, but what do you like to do on Christmas?
Me first?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Typically, I go to my grandmother's house in Ojinaga, Chihuahua, and it's like my grandmother, grandfather, me, sometimes my sisters join, and this is like my mom's side of the family, so she has 2 siblings, sometimes them and their family come, and we just eat a lot of food, and we do that like traditional like Mexican family thing where we celebrate on the 24th.
Hell yeah.
Eat too much food, drink drinks, and stay up until midnight, then open gifts at midnight. And we have this thing where, I hope my sister's listening, anytime anyone's opening at that point, like me, my sisters, if Cesar's there, we've been drinking for quite a while, so we do the thing where like one person goes at a time and we all, give them their time and we all watch as they open, and we all say, wow. Like as they're opening, like not like Cesar kind of brought this to my attention, like it might sound kind of like condescending or a little like asshole-y, but like not really, because we've been doing it for so many years, so they know that's just like us being a little tipsy and like we're genuinely just having a good time. So then we do that and try to stay up for a little bit longer and pass out on the couch, or eat more food and then pass out, and then the next day wake up and keep eating, drinking, and just hanging out. And of course it's like, again, it's in Mexico, so the coldest it gets there is like maybe 65 degrees, so like everyone's hanging outside, like we're making carne asada outside like the next day, even though we have all these leftovers. But that has been our tradition, my family tradition since I can remember.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
That sounds amazing.
It is. I'm gonna miss it this year, but it's okay.
Eerily similar to what...
Yeah.
Yeah.
To what you...
Hey,
sorry, go talk.
No, please. But try to unplug your mic and then plug it back in, because you're sounding a little bit like a robot. And then, if that doesn't work, try to see if anything's downloading like I did last week, and check it out while I tell my Christmas tradition. We heard you. It just sounds a little bit like a robot. And so it sounds eerily close to my Christmas tradition. Jared has been around for that tradition plenty of times. Megan and Luis went to our posada last year with the wee baby Violet. We have a posada the week before Christmas. If you don't know what that is, it's when Jesus was born. He was born in a manger. His parents, Joseph and Mary, traveled so that he could be born, and there was no place for them to go, so they went and gave birth in this inn. There's a celebration of that in the Mexican culture called a posada, and you go and you sing songs and you pray, but mostly it's another opportunity to celebrate with distant friends and family who you're not going to be with on Christmas Eve. You invite all of those people so we can see each other during the holiday season, and we have all sorts of delicious food and drinks and that kind of thing. Christmas Eve, that's Mexican Christmas, family. If you're not Hispanic, then maybe you don't know. If you are Hispanic, I imagine that even if you do celebrate on Christmas, you go pretty fucking hard on Christmas Eve. Christmas Eve is my Christmas. I like Christmas Day. I celebrate with my dad's side of the family. We have breakfast and it's nice, but Christmas Eve is Christmas for me. That's like the most important night, the most like awesome night of the year with my family is Christmas Eve. We go to church, and then we go Christmas caroling to nuns and priests and old people that can't leave their houses. And then we go back to my grandma's house and we eat. Well, actually, we eat probably before we go caroling. Go back to my grandma's, open a bunch of presents, and do the same thing where we like sit and watch each other do it, and then either make fun of them or it's really nice and thoughtful. Sometimes we do a gift exchange. Sometimes we do like a white elephant thing, and then we just stay up till midnight, and then everybody goes home. And then on Christmas Day, like I said, I go, or my dad's side of the family usually comes over. None of that's happening this year because we are keeping everybody safe. We're gonna do a Zoom and open presents that way with each other, so it's still gonna be nice, hopefully, but usually super pleasant, wholesome Christmas. Catching up on some comments, Freddie says, "It's been a while, guys. First first weeknight off in a long time. Freddie, you're good. Welcome. Hope you're all well. Thanks, buddy. Jared says that sounds like an awesome time. He's talking about Michelle. Freddie says my family doesn't believe in leftovers for Christmas. It's just the rest of the week's lunch. Yeah, dude. Fuck yeah. The food. Definitely. For me, I like it better than Thanksgiving just because it's not, like, centered around turkey. It's just, like, the best thing everybody makes with some other stuff. And Jesus Smith says, yo, what's up, Jesus? Unfortunately, he is not with us on the episode, but I'm glad to know he's watching and listening and can participate from where he's at. So, what's up, dude? And that's Christmas traditions. Do we have any drinks here, any that we should be catching up on?
Nah. I told you Krampus is, or the Trapper is trash. So, like...
Yeah.
So, Josh, do I sound better now?
Yeah. And
Yeah?
actually, yeah, I'm thinking that it actually might be me again, because Ernie also sounded a little bit like that, but I'm doing everything I can on my end to get rid of it. But either way, I can hear you guys. Hopefully they can hear you guys fine, and we'll take it from there.
Yeah, I can hear you fine, by the way, so...
Yeah, now I can hear you fine, too, so hopefully it stays that way.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so we, not a lot to catch up on the drinking. Jesus says, what's y'all's take on eggnog? I personally, Jesus, I cannot stand it. I think it's disgusting and a vile concoction of terrible things. So
I definitely agree.
Boom!
Minus, there was a eggnog kind of riff we had on our menu at Elvis last year. So I can't talk. Maybe it's just me. I can't speak. But it had a mezcal, and it had this like coconut horchata like cordial, and we did the whole thing where every time it was ordered, we did the egg yolk like every single time. It was a pain in the ass, but it was very delicious. Like that was the only one I've ever had. But again, like very different than like the traditional eggnog. But that was the only one I've ever had that I really liked. Yeah.
Yeah, to be fair, after I like gave it maybe 2-3 chances, I've just never had it again, and so maybe it was wrong, or like there's like, you know, just like with anything, there's obviously a superior version of whatever you've had, maybe. But I can't, the consistency and the smell and the taste, there's just nothing good about it, nothing redeeming about it for me.
Quite eggy, for sure.
Well, not my priest, I don't have one, but my mother's priest, actually, because she's on the finance council at her church, and she actually, he brought her some rompope, which is, a Mexican eggnog. But he told us, and I'm not even fucking around, I really wanted to call him out, but he's a priest, and so I'm very nice. But he told us that it's made in the rectory by nuns, and that they don't, like, they take it very seriously. Like, if you're in a bad mood, or like you're having a bad day, you don't get to make rompope that day, because it's not going to come out well. And as soon as a nun starts her batch, no other nuns can come in. She's got to finish that shit. That's it. And so it's pretty crazy, but I've never been about it.
My mom.
Go ahead. Sorry.
Oh, my mom doesn't drink like really ever. The only thing she would always have is a bottle of rompope, and she would quite literally pour like half an ounce in a cup and just sip on it for the longest time, like during holidays. And when my sister and I were like in high school and we'd have people over because they were out of town, it'd get to that point of the party where we were running out of things to drink. So then we'd bust that bad boy out, and, and shit got really crazy after that.
No, I can't fuck on it, dude. I just can't.
No, me neither.
I might try this stuff just because of the nuns and all that, but I don't know. Jared says, my family was spread out for a few years and we couldn't chill a lot of the time. I'm grateful that Josh, always invited me to chill with his fams. Luis said eggnog is whack. Jared said hard nog. And Luis said holidays with Josh's family is the best drink. Thank you, dudes. That means a lot to me. I'm very glad you guys enjoyed yourself. Yes, drink. I'm sure, dude. We've got 2 kills. We've got a fucking hook. We're just gonna take a nice long drink of whatever we're drinking, and then we're gonna go ahead and take that shot. Because Ernie, we looked away for a second, and Ernie has started to fucking dismantle these survivors. So go ahead and take a drink, and we'll take a shot. Oh, delicious. I will be moving on to a fresh squeezed IPA. My favorite beer is what I'm gonna say. For a long time it was Dead Guy Ale by Rogue, but I'm pretty sure that fresh squeezed is just overtaken. Almost got a 6er of resin today, but decided to go with the Stone Brewery Delicious IPA instead. I don't know why I went all NPR when I was talking about beer, but Luis says Ernie the Trapper isn't that good. Gets 2 kills. Yeah, he's very humble. But then he likes to get to fucking, which is good. That's what there are people, believe it or not, that tune in specifically for the Dead by Daylight content. So always glad when we can give them a show. And Ernie's crushing it right now. We got 2 dead. We got 1 on a hook. And they've got 2 gens left, so this is very doable. Of course, the hatch is always a factor here, and we'll have to see if it turns out that way. The hatch was just closed, and we've got another death. That's a drink. Let's go ahead. Yes. Let's go ahead and take a drink. Jared says, "Damn, fresh beats takes me back to the Blackbird days." Me fucking too, buddy. What a wonderful place that was. Makes me want to cry that it's no longer with us. But rest in peace, Blackbird. We barely knew you, except that we knew you very well because we were there every night. At least I was. Me and my friend Fish were I mean, you guys know Fish, but we were the Norm and Cliff of fucking Blackbird, man. Like, when I went, I always knew he was gonna see him, and people would walk in, and we'd celebrate and be happy, and Alyssa and Darren and Ernie and Matt and the Poe brothers, just some of the best Christmases of memory. Even when I would come home, when I was in Austin or Dallas, and I came home, we were at Blackbird, and what a wonderful Christmas tradition that was.
Say if the world was open right now, we'd probably Seth and I would be at work for sure, getting our ass handed to us, and non-bartenders would be out, so we'd see all of our friends, and yeah, it'd be completely different. But this is cool. I like this because we're still together.
Hell yeah. We actually had this conversation not too long ago when we were saying, what we would be doing and what we are doing isn't that different, because we would be hanging out with you and Caesar at a bar somewhere, and then we were just hanging out with you on the line. So, Death, is that a fucking 4K? You motherfucker, dude.
No way.
Yeah.
Yes way. Nice.
You. Wow.
Oh,
Yeah, I feel like we got fucking pull sharks, dude. What the fuck?
Nice.
I was all taking giant swigs because I was like, I'm not gonna take 2 shots anyway. Fucking now I've made a terrible mistake.
I almost had a perfect game too. A perfect game is 32,000.
And what? Oh shit! You were 500 points off, which is nothing, right?
Yeah. So, yeah.
Well, you motherfucking lying bastard. We're gonna go ahead and take 1 shot now, and then we'll take another shot after the game. Not after the Dead by Daylight game, but after the first game that we play. And just so we can get in on this shit. And so here's the first shot, everybody at home. Give you a couple seconds to pour out. I figure we're all gonna get a chance to cheers tonight for Christmas and that kind of stuff. So, Ernie, while you're not in a match, I know you're kind of on the spot, but you can make it simple.
No, I pour.
Cheers.
Yeah. Cheers.
Well, like, do you want to do a cheers?
Do a cheers. Oh.
Yeah, do toast.
To what Jared just said, Merry Krampus.
Merry Krampus.
Yeah!
Merry Krampus, boys and girls.
Cheers.
Salud.
Oh yeah.
Oh, bullet.
Oh my god,
So
I
delicious.
forgot that was gin. Oh, I thought I had mezcal. Oh, that tricked me.
That has to be a terrible like mind trick because they're not even close.
Not even a little bit. Fuck.
I love Bullet so much, but like if you go a long time without drinking and then you drink it again, it kicks your ass, kicks you right in the ass.
Right in the dick.
So we got some Christmas games going on here. Ernie's gonna have to participate at least in the first one.
Yeah.
Maybe we can get Caesar or somebody. And so the first game that we're going to play, everything's obviously Christmas themed and shit. Go ahead.
Did you notice on the little Krampus thing, like there's something in his back, like you can see little eyes. It like pops up and down.
Elves?
Yeah, I think so. Like if you look, it pops up and down. Like you can see like little eyes in his backpack.
Shit. Yeah, I just noticed that.
They did a good job on it.
Yeah, I think it looks bad. That even makes it even more badass. So, we're going to. I guess we're not going to compete here. It's just going to be you guys in the audience, and you guys are gonna name. Because originally the way I had this was that we were gonna compete 2 against 2. It's not working out. So, and I know the answers, right? So it's gonna be like we're eventually gonna get to Ernie versus Michelle. Or Ernie versus Michelle versus Caesar, however it works out. But right now, we're just going to do like a collective, everybody, including the audience, we're just going to try to name the 10 top grossing Christmas movies of all time. If you're going to get a guess, if you get the guess, you get the guess wrong, you take a drink. If you guess something right, you get to name anybody you want that can hear us or see us, and you can give a drink out.
Question on that. Like, are we just naming a movie that we think is on there? Like, are we doing Family Feud?
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, we're gonna get to some actual Family Feud stuff later. But yeah, this is very close to that, except that there's no strikes right now. That your only punishment is drinking. Like that's really like the only thing that you have to worry about. Like there's no strikes or going back and forth yet. So
I have one that I think is on there.
Okay, yeah. So go ahead and we'll take it from there.
So I think I'm gonna say Jingle All the Way. I need a Turbo Mando.
Jingle All the Way is not on there, so both you and Jared have to take a drink.
He said it too.
The first other guess we have is A Christmas Story. Let's look at the board. A Christmas Story is not on there, Luis. You need to take a drink. It's a Wonderful Christmas, Charlie Brown, it's Merry Christmas, Charlie Brown. Merry Christmas, Charlie Brown is not on there, Freddie. You take a fucking drink.
What about The Grinch? Jesus says The Grinch.
I need a year for The Grinch. I need a year. Give me the year on The Grinch. Jared says Polar Express. Polar Express is on there, Jared. That's going to be our first right answer. So if you want to give out a drink, go ahead and type it in the comments. Gabriella says Frosty the Snowman. Not up there, Gabriella. Keep in mind, people, not the most popular Christmas, but the high grossing.
Someone put the Santa Claus. Well, Jared put the Santa Claus.
No,
yeah,
I told him
that he got it right, so he can. Yeah, he can give out a drink.
So, Ernie,
he gave it to you. Yeah, he gave it to you.
Damn.
Jesus says Jim Carrey. Yes, that's on there. How the Grinch Stole Christmas, Jim Carrey. Jesus, you give out a drink. Michelle, get a guess in before this is going hot and heavy. I thought it was going better than I planned even.
One of the Home Alones.
Home Alone is up there. So you may give out a drink.
Jared!
Jared, you motherfucker. Have a drink, Jared. Gremlins, no, it's not up there, Jared. And Luis, Elf is up there. Give out a drink, Luis. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 5 off of there. We don't need to get all 10. We'll just go like another round, and then I'll tell you the ones that we missed. So if you're out there, we've still got 5 drinks to give out. If you'd like to guess,
Die Hard.
Jesus, drink to the host. That's me, Jesus. Thank you very much. Die Hard is not up there. I don't know if it's because it's not considered a Christmas movie, although it should be. Thank you, Jesus, for the drink. But Die Hard, if you guess... Oh, and Luis is also giving me a drink. Jesus Christ. Thank you, boys.
Gabby said A Christmas Carol.
Christmas Carol is up there. Gabby, give out a drink.
Nice.
Die Hard. I know, Jared. I also think it should be up there, but it's not.
I agree. Yeah.
4 drinks to give out, people. 4 drinks to give out, and then we will tell you in this next round, and no one gets it, we will put the Prince of Egypt, Jared? No, it's not up there.
Shazam?
Shazam is also not up there. Miracle on 34th Street, that's a fantastic guess, Freddie. It is not up there. And I imagine it's not up there because it's so old. Because obviously, like, top grossing, it just didn't work out.
What's that one that we were talking about the other day?
Gabby.
It's a Wonderful Life or something like that?
Yeah, It's a Wonderful Life is also not up there. That's a
Damn,
drink.
I'm getting fucking drunk.
A Nightmare Before Christmas, Luis, also great guess, not up there. Take a drink. Bad Santa, not up there. Take a drink. Here we go. I'll give everybody like 10 more seconds to guess, and then I'll just go ahead and give it out so we can talk a little bit about Krampus. And Ernie can get into his match, and we'll take it from there. Dr. Seuss the Grinch, yes, Gabby, it's up there.
Did anybody guess Krampus?
No, and Krampus is not up there.
Damn.
Gabby, you can give out a drink. Dr. Seuss Grinch is up there. Jesus, Bad Santa, no, it's not up there. Great movie, but no, it's not up there. Take a drink. Here we go. 5, 4, 3.
I have one more.
2.
It's the one with Seth Rogen and
Oh shit! And Gordon Joseph Levitt.
Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
Isn't it like dark something?
No,
It's fucking hell.
it's obviously
Someone
not on
Google
there.
it, but
It's
it's not
obviously
out
not
there,
there.
It clearly is
Someone
not.
Google it because
Drink.
it's gonna bother me if I don't know
I'll
it.
do it.
The night before. That's what it was.
The Night Before, dude. That's a fucking awesome movie.
Yeah.
Gabby, Dr. Seuss the Grinch. Oh, I already did that. Jared says Harold and Kumar Christmas. That'll be the
Nice.
last entry. No, it's not there. So take a drink.
Damn.
So the ones that we missed, people, and this is again, I didn't make these lists. Don't shoot the messenger. This is just fact. The number 1 top grossing Christmas movie of all time is the animated Grinch from 2018. Of all time, it's the highest grossing Christmas movie.
The new one? The one that Tyler
one
Creator
with
made the music for?
Yes, the one that Scott Mosier was an executive producer / director on. Yes,
Tyler made the music
Whoa.
for it, right?
I believe so. Yes, I
think
believe
so,
I.
yeah. That's cool.
You make my earthquake.
I mean, I know I went and I saw it in theaters. Like,
It's very good.
What?
I found it amazing that it's beat out some like real titans of the industry.
yeah, that's
So number 2 is Home Alone. Number 3 is the Grinch, the Dr.
Jim Carrey.
Seuss Grinch, the Jim Carrey Grinch. Number 4 is Christmas Carol, which was guessed. Number 5 is Polar Express, which was guessed. 6 is Elf, which was guessed. Number 7, people are going to be most upset about this, is The Holiday with Jack Black.
What?
The holiday. It has Kate Winslet and Jack Black and Cameron Diaz. It's like a rom com.
Yeah.
So does my mom and all the moms. I'm sure. love
Wasn't
that
there
movie.
like a movie called Four Christmases or something like that?
I believe so. I haven't seen.
I think it
Four
was-
Christmases.
What's his name?
It's like Vince Vaughn.
Yeah, Vince Vaughn. There you go.
Yeah.
Number 8 is the Santa Claus, which was guessed. Number 9 is a movie I've never heard of called The Nutcracker and the Four Realms.
What the fuck?
I've never heard of it. It sounds like Tolkien meets Christmas.
does.
And number 10 is the Santa Claus 2.
Okay.
The only sequel on this list is the Santa Claus 2 is number 10. Congratulations, everybody. That was actually pretty good. Please, let's keep the goddamn participation up
Yeah.
in the
that was
games
fun.
coming up because that was fun, and that way Ernie can play without having to fucking stress about giving answers and shit too. Luis says, oh, The Night Before, yes. Office Christmas Party says Freddy. Fuck, man. I have not seen that movie. I really want to. I've heard that it's really good. No, I have not seen Office Christmas Party. And Jared says, with Post Malone.
What?
I don't know what he's talking
I
about.
think the new Grinch.
Oh.
Maybe.
The new
I
Grinch
think...
has, I don't know. I don't know. Clarify, Jared, because
You talking about my Crocs? Crocs that I just got?
Yeah, his fucking posty Crocs. All right, so we're gonna get into a little bit of Krampus here before we get into another game. And I think the only thing that we're gonna do with Krampus until we get to like the next game that I want to do is we're just gonna get what you think about the movie, your first impression of, and not even that, what the movie has come to feel like for you, what you think about it. I've made my stance on the movie painfully clear leading up to this, and so I mean, obviously it's out there. But how do you guys feel about Krampus?
I have
Go ahead.
Krampus Christmas decorations in my house right now, so
Nice.
yeah. I like him.
Yeah,
He's a swell fella.
That's a thumbs up in my book. Michelle, what do you got?
You mean the film or just the character himself?
The film. I mean, the character. We can get into the character in a little bit.
Yeah. The film was fantastic. I
Yes.
remember watching it around the time it first came out. So
Oh.
rewatching it yesterday. Wow. I had my notebook. I was taking notes. I took like 7 pages of notes of just like things I thought like they did like very clever. Like the creatures that follow him around, like it's like really, I don't want to say adorable, but like
It is adorable.
interesting, like it's adorable, but they're like very dark,
Yeah.
like renditions of like typical Christmas characters or like toys, you know. That was really well done. Some things in the story I'm just like, why is this happening? Okay, it's just to push like the plot along, but like honestly at the end I was like 9 out of 10 would watch again and would recommend it. Yeah.
Oh,
I
yeah.
remember not liking certain parts about it the first time I watched it, which I can get into that later, but I would watch it again. It was so much fun, and I completely forgot it was Adam Scott and Toni Collette. And as I mentioned before, I just absolutely love Toni. She is one of my favorite actresses, so this was a lot of fun to watch.
Yeah. So I'm glad that you had like mentioned when we were talking about it that you were like, I do have some thoughts, and I thought that was going to be that like you didn't like it. So I'm glad to hear that you do like it, because I obviously like it a lot too. I think Adam Scott and Toni Collette are obviously fantastic, and I think the whole cast does a good job. You get obviously outstanding lead performances from those two people who play the parents of who can be considered, I guess, the main character, who is I can't remember the kid's name.
Max.
I've seen the movie fucking 100 times. Yeah, Max. And he's played by MJ Anthony. Then you get Stefania Levy Owen, who plays the sister Beth. I've never seen her in anything else, but I thought she was pretty good in the small time she has in this movie. And then the grandma, I've never heard of this actress either, but she's fantastic. They perfectly casted Omi
Yeah.
in the movie. And then Conchata Farrell, who's now dead, she died this year, plays Aunt Dorothy. She's the maid from 2.5 Men. Don't ask me why I know that. I don't like the show. I just know that she's on it. And oh god, I watched a couple seasons. Right when before Charlie Sheen got AIDS.
Charlie Sheen has AIDS?
I actually don't know if it's full blown AIDS. That's insensitive of me. I just know he has HIV. Allison Tolman is Aunt Linda, and then I think my favorite casting of this whole movie is David Koechner as Uncle Howard.
So, do you want to hear about why I didn't really? I remembered why I didn't like it.
Please don't
That's
say
what I
it's
did.
David Koechner.
No. So
Okay.
it's not specifically him. It's that
Oh,
whole
no.
family. So it's not that I
Okay,
don't like
okay,
it.
okay.
It's like this. it's like, and when they show up, the fact that they bring this like ornery, obnoxious elder aunt, and like she's a surprise, right? So like all of that, how they're acting, like they're obviously like viciously conservative and redneck, and dare I say a little white and kind of uncultured, you know?
Yeah, yeah, they're
um,
definitely middle America, like
yeah.
caricatures of middle America.
And I think to me, the ultimate caricature of specifically that is Cousin Eddie and his family and all the vacation movies.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
I thought
absolutely.
this was like, I don't want to say a straight ripoff because, it's slightly different. It's slightly this, but, even when there's that package being delivered and they open the door and they're like, oh, like, why is it that all the rich people get, like, the free gift? And, it's just like all these little nods to, like, it's them, like that family. So it's not that it's bad, but like even the fact that they brought this like surprise, it's like our elder aunt is here. Like that kind of happens in like the Christmas vacation film. So it's like okay, like it's cute, like it's a good nod. But I was like, it's been
Yeah,
done.
I think of it more as like homage than like ripping off. But I think
No,
no, I think
yeah,
you're right.
yeah.
I think that's exactly
So
where it comes from.
definitely the first time I was like, this is bullshit. The second time watching it yesterday, like, okay, that's like actually well done. Like they're bringing that into like the younger genre. Like let me show you something.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
the other thing, well, let's keep talking then. I'll bring up the other.
Well, so Jared, I can't find anything that says Posty did a voice in The Grinch. I had like 2 seconds to Google it, so maybe you can do something like more extensive than I did. Jared says the sound design is amazing. I agree, and we're going to get into that. Freddie says to me it was more comedic than horror, but good overall. I couldn't agree with you more, Freddie. Like, it is what it is. It's like Thanksgiving or anything else, where it's like, it's in the skin of a horror movie, but it's obviously like other things at its core. Jared says Krampus hopping from house to house chasing the sister was pretty dope. Jared, that's my favorite scene. That is so fucking badass. No matter like if it's a comedy, whatever you think about it, watch that scene and tell me you don't think to yourself, this is fucking cool. The noise that he fucking makes. We're talking about sound design. Luis here also mentions sound design. Says saw Krampus for the first time last year. 10 out of 10 recommend to watch. The sound is amazing. Yes, the sound Krampus makes, his howl or his cry or his, it's not really a roar, but it's haunting. It's so
Guttural kind of something. I don't
good.
know.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna take my mic away from me so I don't blow people's ears out. Obviously, that was like a terrible rendition of what it is, but that's like what like they did so fucking good with the sound design overall, but just like with Krampus specifically and all the like the sounds and the music, and then Krampus is just like himself is really badass. That part, like when you see him up close and stuff, it's cool, but when he's far away and he's either chasing the sister on the roof or Max at one point looks out of the window and sees him in the lawn, like kind of far away. Man, it's so badass. He looks so fucking cool. And so I love that. Megan Garza says thumbs up and an okay symbol. I don't know if that's talking about like thumb up the butt or she just likes it enough to give up both. Freddie says, yo, Cousin Eddie was amazing, especially in Vegas. Yeah, I mean, you're not going to get me to say anything bad about the National Lampoon Vacation movies.
Yeah, they're fantastic.
And Jared says, oh, I think he just did a song for the movie. I did see when I googled it, it did say that it came up, but I just again I'm trying to like do a bunch of things and I have no idea. But yeah, so I think that pretty much. But I mean, we're gonna get more into Krampus in a little bit here. That's not gonna sum up the movie when I don't talk about it anymore. But I think, and we're gonna go over our favorite parts and stuff. As a matter of fact, before we get into this game, I'm gonna talk about one of my favorite fucking lines in the movie, which we're talking about David Koechner, the super middle America family, and Adam Scott says, Howard, will your Hummer make it through this snowstorm? And David Koechner looks to him, Howie, and he goes, Lucinda? Hell, if I pointed her due east, she would be storming the beaches of Normandy by morning. And I just, oh man, I thought that was so fucking good. David Koechner just amazing. I've never seen anything in that David Koechner's in where I didn't like him. Obviously, he plays a lot of the same character, but he's so fucking good. If you've never seen The Goods, which is like a super underrated movie, go watch that movie. Like, people shit on it or whatever, but it's one of the funniest movies ever made. And David Koechner is fantastic in that movie. And so, some more comments here. Jared said the sound of Krampus gives a good sense of stature and weight, especially for how little you see in the movie. Yeah, I couldn't agree more. Like, it lets you know that he's fucking... He's fucking top dog. It lets you know, you can hear him. The way that they make it seem, the weight, that's a perfect word, is that you can hear him for fucking miles. And so that really fucking puts a stamp on what you're expecting from this creature / dude. And it's so fucking good. And we're gonna get into more of that in a little bit, but in the meantime, we've got another fucking game, because we've got a lot of games before we finish out tonight. So, again, if you're participating in the chats, you can give me any answer that you want to give. If you get it right, again, you're gonna be able to give out a drink. If you get it wrong, you take a drink. We're obviously on the honor system, and more than that, we don't give a fuck how much you drink or don't drink, but definitely hang out with us and enjoy what we're about to do, which is... So this is going to be very similar. I had this set up for like two different parts of this segment, and then as we get into the Family Feud stuff, I'm trying to decide how we're going to do it. We may do it in this exact same way with more like... maybe divide teams, like people that are going to be in Michelle's team or people that are going to be in Emmy's team. But this one is going to be the exact same way, and it's going to be the most watched Christmas specials of all time. So this is going to be the top 8 most watched Christmas specials of all time. And I'm going to tell you right now, I've never heard of one of them. I've heard about the rest of them. I have never heard of one of these Christmas specials. But it's obviously like very... No, I have heard of it. I was reading it wrong. I have heard of it. I've heard of all these Christmas specials. They're obviously all very popular. So just try and pick something that you feel like is most popular. We're going to let Michelle start us off. And if you want to go ahead in the comments after she gives her first guess, I'll start reading guesses. And we're going to go, again, the most top watched Christmas specials of all time. Michelle, give us your first answer.
I have a question about the question. Do you mean like television, like TV Christmas specials?
Yeah. They're all TV. Okay. None of them are like movies or anything. They're all TV.
I have to go. I don't know. Was the Charlie Brown one a movie or a TV?
Boom, special. It's a TV special.
Yeah, it is. Okay,
so
cool.
You and Luis both get to give out drinks because he said it as you were saying it. So both of you will give out drinks.
I see that. Yay!
Everyone in the comments, go ahead. Let us know what you've got. Ernie, if you can give a guess while you're killing, just throw something out there.
I honestly haven't been listening because I got so focused on this. Not even gonna lie.
No,
you're good. You're good.
You're
good.
Fucking shit up over there in a good way.
Yeah. You're totally good, but you do have a drink. Luis is giving you a drink. Michelle,
okay.
You've got a drink to give out.
I'm giving Luis a drink.
Boom. There you go. Fucking instant karma. Jared says, damn, I don't know any of these. I'll just drink. I guarantee you that you know some of them. You just have to look deep inside your soul and fucking think about, like, what you would have seen as a kid during Christmas time. Like, Luis says, salute. Cheers, buddy. So, Michelle, you're gonna have to guess again.
Okay. This, like, streaming count as well, like as TV. So I remember watching it was like some singer and like Bill Murray had this like
Bill Murray Christmas
special. Is
that's a fantastic special. It's not on there, and then I'm gonna give you a clue. None of this is even remotely modern. None of it.
Okay.
So
okay,
Charlie Brown
well,
Christmas is right around where you're hitting on these Christmas specials.
Okay.
Jesus says, what's the question again? Jared says I never got to be a kid. Okay. Jesus, the question is, what are the most watched Christmas specials of all time? So I'm going to give you an example from the list to get the ball rolling, because I feel like once you know what we're talking about. So Christmas special is up there. I mean, a Christmas special. Charlie Brown Christmas is up there, and then the other one of the other ones that's up there is Frosty the Snowman. Frosty the Snowman is up there as a Christmas special. The Nutcracker Freddy, no, but that's a fantastic guess. Louis says South Park. My childhood was to watch South Park Marathon Christmas Eve. That's also a fucking great guess, Luis, but no, it's not up there. Michelle, what do you got?
I am thinking, and I think with my thinking that I'm going to guess. Oh my god, this is hard.
Here, it takes more time. Jared, Rudolph, the claymation one. It's up there, Jared. Give out a drink.
No, that's the one I was getting. So that's not a movie. That was a TV special.
Yeah. So a lot of them are kind of movies, but
Okay.
they just
Okay, so
they premiered on TV.
That also helped me. Okay, because I was gonna say that. Like, I actually wanted to say this one in the last question because I still have this on VHS. I fucking love this. It looks terrible, but I adore it. But I'm just gonna drink for. Let me keep thinking.
Okay. Jesus says Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Jared said that you can also give out a drink. So Jared and Jesus, you can give out a drink. Jesus says Christmas Story Marathon. No, that falls into the movies. That's not like really a Christmas special. Like the keep on the fucking trail of Charlie Brown and Rudolph. Like those are perfect examples. There are 8 Freddy. We're gonna give you like 2 more minutes, and then I'll just give them away, and you can all just drink as punishment. I realize this is like harder than, because not everybody gives a fuck about these.
The Muppets.
Boom! Muppets is up there. Give out a drink.
You drink.
Aww. I mean, yay. Megan says a Miser Brothers Christmas. I'm gonna give it to you, Megan. That is the Year Without a Santa Claus, which is up there. And so how many do we have? 1, 2, 3. We've got 4 up there. So 4 are left. You've got 60 seconds to give me your guesses, and then we're going to go ahead and move on. We've got one more game, and then we'll get back into Krampus. We've also got a shot coming up for you, those of you at home, because Ernie has gotten 2 kills. So send your guesses in. Even send in bad guesses so that you can drink if you want to drink. And that way you just give yourself a drink.
Sorry.
Freddie says, I love me some Fozzie Bear. Grandma got run over by a reindeer.
Yes. You win 10 points.
Jared says Gladiator. Jared, take a drink. Thank you for that. Thank you for that guess.
Oh my god, the drumming guy, the kid, drumming
the little
kid.
drummer boy is up there. Go ahead and give out a drink. Boom. Fucking crushing it right now.
To
Michelle.
Freddy, because I love the grandma got run over by a reindeer.
Freddie, take a drink. You've been gifted a drink. 30 more seconds, people. Get your guesses in. Jesus says his drink goes to Michelle. That's his Rudolph drink is going to you. There are 3 more slots, people. 3 more slots. The Cartoon Grinch, Jesus, it's up there. Give out another drink.
Nice.
Freddie says, yo, it's a classic. Yes, dude. Yeah, absolutely. It's not up there, but it is a classic. Cartoon Grinch is up there for sure. Scooby-Doo Christmas. Scooby-Foo Christmas. That's fucking Cholo Scooby-Doo. Is not up there, Luis. Take a drink. 10 more seconds, guys, and then we're gonna go.
I can't.
Yeah, no, we've gotten a lot of them, and it does get a little hazy here.
Yeah.
Remember, we're about to take a shot here, at least one shot at the end of this match. So, drink. Jesus says Island of Misfit Toys. Jesus, that's Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, which you mentioned earlier. So take that drink. Jared says Die Santa Die. I don't remember it. It's not up there. Take a drink. Sounds badass though.
Yeah, I'd
Uh,
watch that.
and that's the end. So the ones we missed, ladies and gentlemen, the ones we missed are Mickey's Christmas Carol. That's the Disney one of Christmas Carol. We missed Santa Claus is Coming to Town. And we got everything else. So good job, everyone. That was great. And then we're gonna play one more little game exactly
That
like
was
this.
hard.
Yeah, it was this next one's gonna be easier, and it's gonna be. I feel like people are gonna have more fun with this one because everyone gives a fuck about this
I
next
mean, it was
topic.
a good kind of hard. That made me like think. In
Well,
a good
dude, you
way,
crushed
you know?
it. I think you got at least 3, so
I
that's
was pretty
pretty
proud of
good.
myself.
So this exact same game type, people, we're gonna give you some time to guess. Every right guess you get, you'll get to give a
What the
drink.
hell?
Every what?
Sorry, did you read the comments?
No, man.
How many drinks do I take?
Oh, you've got at least 2. I
Oh,
don't.
sweet. Thanks, guys. Cheers.
Olive the other reindeer.
Happy Christmas.
That's a joke my grandpa would make, Jared. Second drink goes to Michelle. Oh, so that means you got 3, Michelle.
Yeah. Well, I'm
Yeah,
glad I
so-
filled up my cup. Thanks.
Yeah, they're
Yes.
fucking hammering you with this shit right now. All right, everybody. 10, top
Oh my
10.
God. Ernie's about to, sorry. He's
No,
about
yeah.
to fuck shit up.
Is he
Yeah,
gonna get another fucking 4K?
yeah, I did.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, God. All right.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and let's just go take a shot right now before we get into the other game, and then we'll keep.
Luis
splitting out
4K.
Megan says Nestor.
I
I
went.
don't know what she's saying.
I like got super like into that match too. I went like I had to sweat my fucking balls off there. There was a fucking this guy was a rank 1 too.
Damn, fucking got
What?
him.
What score did you say was perfect score?
I almost got a perfect again. 32,000. We got
Literally
31.9.
100 away from a perfect
Oh.
score.
What does that mean, perfect score? Like, as far like, is it like,
Like-
the things you receive in return? Is
Like-
it because you killed everyone?
Just like the amount of points you can get per match. Like you
So that's
maxed
the
out at
highest.
32. Yeah.
Got
You-
it. Okay.
Let's take a shot, everybody. Michelle, you're up on the toast.
I want to toast to Omi from Krampus because she was my favorite character. She was wise and old and awesome, and she had the best foreshadowing in the whole film. So cheers to Omi.
Cheers.
Cheers. Cheers, cheers, cheers. All right, good job, everybody. We're going to get to one more game before we go back into Krampus. This is the same style, exact same thing that we just did, but it's going to be a different topic.
Freaking Jared. He puts Trapper OP. Fuck. I mean, this fucking Trapper's like the fucking. He's not. He's one of the like crappiest killers kind of now. But damn, like, I just had like that match where you were like, Ernie gets this. I was like, dude, I'm in the zone right now. I'm sweating my fucking ass off. Like,
No, it's all good. We're just trying to get people to get what the guess is.
this like little build too is a little sweaty too. But yeah, it's fun. It's a fun match. I'm gonna stop playing Krampus because I don't want to have a bad match and make him look like trash. So I'm gonna switch over to Survivor and play like dog shit. Heyo.
Show. Jared says you owe me a drink.
Omi.
SS says, can I call Chapo? Because you be tripping, dog. Trapping, dog. Damn it. I fucked your joke up, Jesus. I'm sorry. Also, I was like, I don't get it, but now I do get it. So, one more topic on this style of game, and then we'll get to different kinds. I guess, I don't know. I'm having a lot of fun doing this. So,
No, this
but
is fun. Yeah.
We'll definitely get back into Krampus, give you guys a little bit of a break after this game. Same concept. You get it right, give a drink. If you don't get it right, take a drink. We're going to give you just some time. So hopefully we'll get a lot of guesses. If not, we'll ramp it down and just tell you what's going on. Ladies and gentlemen, these are the top holiday songs of all time. So
Oh
we're
my
not
god,
talking
can I go
about-
first?
Yeah, you're definitely going first.
Okay.
These are not just Christmas carols. These are the top Billboard Top 10 holiday songs of all time Michelle, your first guess. Let's fucking get it.
Goddamn awful Mariah Carey song.
Boom, number one. All I Want for Christmas Is You.
That was
Which
my
is
guess.
also,
Ernie,
it's a
drink.
fucking amazing song. BT
Just because of your
dubs.
outfit or your Survivor's outfit, you need that drink. Make it 2.
What's wrong with it?
It's beautiful. Make it 2.
Honestly, I love this song, and like I can't ever get enough of this song. I'll play this song
Yes,
probably
you can.
4 or 5 times tomorrow. And
No, you're lying.
I didn't know this. It says, and maybe it's just like a version of the song, but it says, "All I Want for Christmas Is You," Mariah Carey, quote unquote, super festive! Exclamation mark. That's part of the song here. So that was the first guess. Michelle, you can give out a drink. Oh, you give it to Ernie?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did because of his Survivor. Look at that outfit. Like, how does he not? Like, he needs to drink for himself and for his outfit on his Survivor. That's
So-
fantastic.
So Freddie and Luis also guessed "All I Want for Christmas Is You," so you guys can also give out a drink. Jared,
Yay.
"Rocking Around the Christmas Tree" is up there. You can give out a drink.
Nice. That's good.
So- Because of this fucking thing that Jared put, chestnuts roasting on an open fire. So
Mhm.
like, you know, you have nuts on a chest. It's obviously chestnuts, right? What are nuts on a wall?
I'm just walnuts.
All right, nice.
Yeah.
What about nuts?
I know
on
this is where this is going.
What about nuts on a chin? Michelle?
Nuts on your chin. Since you put yourself on my dick, I put my nuts on your chin. Is that what you meant?
No.
Damn it.
So like, nuts on a chest are chestnuts. Nuts on a wall are walnuts. What are nuts on a chin?
I already got it wrong.
It's a dick in your mouth.
Yeah. That's... I literally just rapped a part of an Eazy-E song about that. Whatever. I'm just gonna drink.
I was gonna give it to you, Michelle, but I was gonna give it to you.
Jesus
Well-
Christ! I have 2 drinks in the comments. I'm good.
I have
Thanks.
I have
mean,
one. Thanks, Freddie. Sorry. Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
Oh, Freddie gave you his drink.
Yeah.
Oogie Boogie Santa Claus not up there. Jared, Freddie says, if you worked in retail, you should know all these. Yes, dude. Fucking Starbucks, I
Yeah,
get you.
definitely.
Chestnuts Roasting on an Open Fire, also known as the Christmas song, Jared, is not up there, unfortunately.
What about
Actually,
Holly
let me check
Jolly
my fucking
Christmas?
Holly Jolly Christmas is up there, Ernie. You can give away
Boom.
a drink.
To who do we got in the chat?
Jared, because he's trying to give me all the drinks.
You said Jared's in the chat? Alright, so I'm gonna give
Yeah.
my drink to Michelle.
Oh, fucked up. That's fucked up.
Okay, before I drink, is that rapey Christmas song on there?
Guys,
Like the baby one?
Baby, it's cold outside?
guys.
Yeah.
No, I can't
Gibby.
stay.
Gibby just fucked me up, guys.
Why? What'd he do?
He messaged me that he left a claw on the table for me. This motherfucker iced me.
Oh. Dude, that's amazing. He fucking Inception-iced you.
He did. Fuck my
That's
ass.
amazing, dude. Gibby, you fucking genius death dick motherfucker.
Pretty good.
That's amazing. I saw Mama Kissing Santa Claus is not up there, Jesus. Take a drink. Freddie
Was
said
that
Christmas.
baby song on there? I'm sorry.
No, the Baby It's Cold Outside?
Yeah.
It
I
is
just didn't know if I'm
not.
drinking 4 or 5 drinks right now.
It's not on there.
It is not.
They said it was
up there.
about
5
rape
drinks.
or what?
Oh, yeah. I'll be back in 5 drinks, guys.
I really can't stay, baby. It's cold outside.
So
Freddie, Christmas Party Hop is rocking around the Christmas tree. It is up there. Jared guessed it. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. Jared is up there. You can give a drink. Megan says, "I'll be home for Christmas" is up there. Megan, give a drink.
if you guys hear me
Jared-
chugging, it's because I gotta do my ice. So
Go
continue.
for it.
Megan says, "White Christmas, Frank Sinatra." White Christmas is actually Bing Crosby. It is up there, so you can give out 2 drinks, Megan. Freddie says, "Oops." Oh yeah, it's all good, dude. Megan says, "Do you hear what I hear?" No, it's not up there. I feel like it's probably too religious, but it is not up there. So take a drink.
about
Jared
that,
says, "Luis and Megan drink."
Feliz Navidad.
Feliz Navidad is not up there, which is a fucking travesty.
Alright, I'll continue with my ice.
We haven't seen a live ice since the Alien episode. Yeah, dude, fucking, it's happening right now. Jingle Bell Rock by Hall and Oates. No, the only Jingle Bell Rock that's up there is the. I actually don't know if it's the original, but it's the one. Actually, Jingle Bell Rock. No, it's not up there. It's not up there.
What's the one? It's in the. Oh man.
Wish You a Merry Christmas is not
It's the
up there.
Hawaiian one. It's in the Christmas Vacation. It says something in. I'm assuming they're
Hawaiian
saying.
one?
They're like saying like Merry Christmas in Hawaiian. I know it's in Christmas Vacation.
I don't care what your mama says. Christmas time is here. No?
Okay. No. Let me think about it. I'll come back.
Mr. Grinch, no. Dashing Through the Snow, no. The Little Drummer Boy, Megan, that's your third drink you can give out. Not by Johnny Cash, but it's up there. I mean, I'm sure he has one, but his version is not the top grossing one, but you guessed it, the first part right anyway, so it's up there. Frosty the Snowman, not up there. A lot of wrong answers here, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, it's like, can I hum it to you?
Yeah,
like,
30 more seconds. 30 more. Go ahead,
like,
Michelle. 30 more seconds.
Is the thing to say?
Oh, yeah. No, it's not up there. I do know what you're talking. It's like
hard
it's like
trying.
it's the
like
wild way.
melancholy.
Yeah.
Oh,
I do know what you're talking about. It is not up there.
okay.
So Jared says, "Love you guys." Dashing Through the Snow. Little Drummer. Oh, we did that already. Frosty Snowman. I said it too. Drummer Boy. Jared, then you give out a drink. Also, Die Santa Die. Still not up there. Rudolph the Red-Nosed up there. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer is not up there, man. I know it's crazy. 10
How
more
many are
seconds
we
here,
missing?
ladies and... Dude, a lot. But to be fair, this is like the hardest one because there's so
Megan
many
has a good
options.
one. Megan has a good one. Is that
No. We said no Feliz Navidad.
Oh, no.
Jared says all podcasters drink. Bitch, bet.
I just drank a pint and 8 ounces of fucking Smirnoff Ice.
Keep
Delicious.
Fuck.
Ice. Alright, people, that's a wrap here so we can get back to Krampus and then some other games.
Did you guys take all
The
the
ones-
shots for the 4Ks?
No, we're getting there, guy.
It's okay, I made a note.
Number 1, which we got, All I Want for Christmas Is You. Number 2, Little Drummer Boy, which somebody guessed. Megan, I think. Number 3, Santa Baby. Santa Baby, I'm coming down the chimney tonight.
Wait.
By
That's
Eartha
not the
Kitt.
rapey one that I said?
No, the rapey one is Baby It's Cold Outside.
Never mind,
one's
okay.
that one's where he's
You're
like
right.
blocking the door and not letting her
Yeah.
leave.
Gotcha. Okay, my bad.
Blue Christmas, Elvis Presley. Silver Bells. That one's on there. Baby Please Come Home. Last Christmas. I'm so fucking surprised no one guessed this fucking song.
Fuck! That's by,
Wham.
Wham!
George Michael.
Yeah.
Nobody guessed this song, and I could not be more shocked that no one guessed fucking Last Christmas by Wham.
Well, I was
think
kind of
we all
busy
should remember that.
chugging a fucking ice.
Good for you, Gibby. Good for you.
Good job.
My favorite things by John Coltrane. I don't know what this song is. I'm sure I've heard it, but nothing comes to mind right now.
Not these are a few of my favorite things.
That's from The Sound of Music, but
Close enough.
I just don't know. I don't know if like John Coltrane covered it and it's somehow a Christmas song. I have no idea. But it could definitely be it. It certainly sounds like I mean, I can't imagine how many songs are called my favorite things. But Please Come Home for Christmas by Charles Brown. No idea. This Christmas by Don Hathaway. Christmas in Hollies by Run DMC. 1987. The 9th highest Christmas song of all time, and then Rocking Around the Christmas Tree by Brenda Lee. The 2014 version, which I think is also fucking crazy, because why? Instead of like the original, right? That doesn't make any sense. A Merry Little Christmas by Judy Garland. And that's the end of the list. Frosty the Snowman, someone guessed it. I think it was Jesus. Number 11, buddy. You were so close. But it did not make the top 10. And that's it for that game. Everybody give yourself a round of applause. Good job, everyone, on that game. Lots of fun. I've had a shitload of fun doing these. Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, in sync. Drink Ernie, Jared says. I think you already did that one. Michelle, that song that you were talking about is Meow Meow Kalikimaka by Bing Crosby.
Oh, it's melon. Look at the comment under. So it is like melon kaliki. Yeah. Okay. Why isn't that on there?
That song is in.
Okay.
They play it in. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not up there. It's not up there. Jared says Zoe sings the rapey song in the shower in the movie Elf. Yeah, dude. So
Yeah,
not only
that's
does
how
she
I-
sing it, but then he's like in the bathroom, like listening to her and starts to sing it with her.
Yeah.
And she's like, she gets mad at him, obviously. But yeah, that's if you haven't listened to Baby It's Cold Outside, like in your adult life, go check it out, and then wonder yourself what the fuck people were thinking. Because it's the not only the rapiest Christmas song I've ever heard, it's one of the rapiest songs of all time. Certainly one of the rapiest songs that's like accepted into the American canon as like precious and darling.
Yeah.
It's very weird. It's just very weird. So go check that out if you want to. Megan says Santa Baby and Sleigh Ride. I don't know if you're saying that you guessed those. If you did guess them, give out a drink because I fucking missed it. But yeah, they're up there. They're up there. So if you guessed it and I missed it, they are up there. So you're more than welcome to give out drinks now because it was Fast and Furious, the comment, so I may have skipped over some.
Dad, I want to say good job commenting, folks. Commenters.
Yeah.
What
Audience
another-
absolutely
audience,
crushing
yeah.
it. Crushing it
Fuck yeah.
on the
That was so
Christmas
much fun.
episode. And we've got some more games coming up for you, so don't go anywhere. They are Christmas themed, and they are going to be very similar because they're not going to be. I might be able to figure out how to do them family feud style, but I'm like obviously doing a lot of other stuff and at the same time. So if anything, we'll just do these lists like we were before. But in the meantime, we're going to go ahead and we owe Ernie a shot, everyone at home, and then we are going to get back into Krampus a little bit, talk about our favorite parts, maybe, and then some more games, and then we'll get into the deep cuts of Krampus and talk about like the message and the meaning and what could possibly be underneath all of the other stuff that we've got going on with Krampus. But some more lighthearted stuff first.
I'm so excited to talk about all of that. But yes, let's keep going. I have so many notes for this film.
Dude, yeah.
So, real quick, there's a difference between like when I first watched it and now is that in between that time, because it came out in 2015, I was finishing school. I graduated in 2017, and between like post 15 to like 2017, that's when I did most of my film like theory, studying anything film related, pretty much, right? So watching it again, I was like, Jesus, this is done brilliant. And mind you, I still have some complaints, which I'll get to, but fucking fantastic.
Well, so we'll, yes, absolutely. We're gonna get into all that. We got some shots to take. Jared's also stabbing me in the heart for some reason. He says, so deep that I didn't even bleed. Fuck me. Thanks, Jared, for that. Thanks for taking me to that
just took
fucking
me back, yeah.
painful place. What a fucking
Like
song
that
that
sex
is.
kind of painful.
Yeah, super sexy, self-injuring, kind of painful, but
Like
still
lots
super
of
sexy.
Sharp objects, kind of.
Will you be my 1,000 cuts? Will you be my 1,000 fucks? Yeah, they used. If nobody knows what we're talking about, which you should, everyone in this
Clearly,
chat
I
should
got
know.
you.
You should know who they used are. Josh has had a little bit of bullet at this point.
Yeah, and Ernie had a whole fucking pint of fucking Smirnoff. And he's fucking giving this fucking killer the Dickens.
Get out of there. You survive, you motherfucker. Jared says, I always think about that song when I hear the word deep. Really?
I love that.
That's kind of amazing. That song has really fucking had a hold
That
on
really
me.
is like my top like two the U songs, honestly.
Whenever I hear the word deep, I think of my ex. Just kidding.
Already has had a little smirk off.
Like throwing a pickle in a hallway.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh god.
Fucking
God, I miss her.
hot dog down a hallway, pickle down a well. So here's the shot, everybody. It's my turn to cheers.
Cheers.
Before I get into the super drunk cheers later, I'm just gonna go ahead and say cheers to Adam Scott and Toni Collette and David Koechner, who did a phenomenal job in Krampus. Cheers to you guys.
Tony.
Cheers. Toni Collette becoming the scream queen of our generation.
I know. Don't you love that?
Yeah, no, she's so fucking good. I mean, her.
Yeah.
Obviously, everybody talks about Hereditary, which is awesome because she was great in it. But she has done so many other good things that are so well done.
I will say, I think one of my favorite things, just a quick side note, that she did, it's not even her, she was just a voice actress. Hands down, top 5 favorite movie of all time ever. If you ever want to have like a nice cry and just feel emotions and whatever, you know, it's called Mary and Max. It's a claymation film. It's Australian, as is she. Just look it up. Mary and Max, that's all I'm gonna say. Mary and Max with Toni Collette. I can't talk about it anymore because I will start crying. That's as far as I'm getting. But check it out because she's fantastic. The story's fantastic. You will find yourself crying within like 10 minutes of it. But it's again, it's like an animated film. The story is absolutely beautiful and touching, and so yeah, that's all I'm gonna say. Moving on.
Right. Toni Collette, the Miriam mix. Actually, the Miriam Max part was more New Zealand than Australian, but
Slap in the bass, man.
go check that out. Got some more Krampus for you before we get into the games. We're gonna talk about our favorite parts of Krampus, and then we'll get into the deep cuts. Also, feel free to share like notes. Like, it's not, we don't have to do a themed like what are our favorite parts. Like, just whatever notes you have, you can start giving them out. My first note that I have, as far as like one of my favorite parts of the movie is, again, Jared brought it up earlier, but I have to talk about it. The scene where you first see Krampus is phenomenally done. It's creepy. It looks super badass the way he's running across the roofs. So if you've never seen it, to set the scene, the girl, the daughter, the sister, is traveling to her boyfriend's house during the middle of this blizzard because she's worried about him and he's only like 2 blocks away, so she decides she's going to walk. On her way there, she encounters Krampus, who emerges, rises. If you go look at the post we did on Instagram, it's that scene that we posted. He arises on top of a roof, going from this mass into something that you can clearly see has horns and is scary. She starts to run, obviously, and he just elegantly and effortlessly is running across the roofs. Did you get fucking killed?
I probably am.
Oh, shit.
I made a bad move.
Hey, well, at least that's not another shot, if I'm being honest with you. But fucking, so he's running across the roofs, and he makes this amazing noise, and he hunts her, and it's kind of open-ended on what happens to her. They don't show it really, but then you cut back to the family. But that's the first, like, the beginning of the movie is really well done. So because you get it opens with this montage of it's beginning to look a lot like Christmas, and it's just people on Black Friday treating each other like shit, like running each other over and trampling each other and trying to take things out of people's hands and yelling and crying. And then you move into the family who does not treat each other well. there's a lot of really terrible feelings about Christmas and being really mean to each other and ugly and spiteful. And so that all sets up this thing of Krampus coming to punish people who don't appreciate the Christmas spirit. And so that's the beginning, but it leads into this first encounter with Krampus, which I think was masterfully done. And just really a great, puts you in the fucking mood, man. The blizzard is so well done. The mood is set, the sound is amazing, and then you see Krampus, and you are absolutely not disappointed. So that's the first note I have. What about you, Michelle?
Quite literally, I have a note that says, first impression of Krampus. Very fawn-like, fawn, F-A-U-N, like fawn.
Yeah.
With its stance and horns, very powerful, very strong, holy shit. Quite literally, like, that's my word. And then that was my first impression. It was just like so, again, like powerful, which later on you learn that, you know, he has these creatures, right, as they're kind of referred to, that I guess work for him, help him do said punishing. But because you see him just kind of standing over on top of, you know, the house, just looking down onto everyone, like that was such a powerful, like in-your-face introduction. That was so good. Going back to the, you mentioned the introduction scene with all the shopping chaos, with, you know, people crying as they're paying like hundreds of dollars for, you know, like things, and there's a fight at the nativity scene. There's people fighting over like toys or whatever, and it's all over the song. Again, it's all like quiet or rather muted over the song. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas, and I think that's a really great, like, I guess what they're focusing on, the depiction of how the holiday like values have shifted to commercialism or capitalism as opposed to holiday family values and togetherness. So it's like, or do we value the gift? Do we value the family and the love and the togetherness? Yeah, that's what I got on that. I'll talk about Omi at the end because I have a lot of stuff about her. And also, real quick, the family name, the main family, their last name is Engel, which is German for angel. And one that shows like the strong, like Bavarian heritage that they have. Mm-hmm. Which goes along with the whole Krampus, you know, folklore storytelling that's happening here. And it kind of just, to me, makes the grandmother, the Omi character, just that much more important. And honestly, a lot of the notes I have for Omi, I have, oh my gosh, where is it? I just write, ominous Omi moments. And it was a thing I just had repeating, like ominous Omi moments, because she, again, did a lot of the foreshadowing, but we can get into that later.
So, I don't know if you guys were watching that, but that was...
I did not.
That was another sweaty match. Whew. Man. I'm gonna relax on the DVD for a bit and enjoy y'all's commentary on Krampus, because goddamn, I'm sweaty right now.
I agree, Michelle. And I mean, maybe we'll have to get into a little bit of Omi right now, just because I do want to mention she's used as a vehicle to tell the lore. There's an animated sequence within the movie that tells her story about her interaction with Krampus. It also talks about like the lore of Krampus and where he comes from and what he does. It's very for me, it's just adding to this Christmas. It's just adding to this Christmas theme.
You sound like Jesus's. Just kidding.
Oh no.
Anyways, keep going.
It's just adding to like this Christmas thing of like animation and toys and Christmas carols and all this stuff. And obviously there's like a super sinister meaning behind it, but Omi is where that comes from. We can go into more of it later. I did want to mention that scene. And then the last thing... Jared says, "Dear Josh, I love you, bro." I love you too, man. I wish we were kicking it tomorrow like we usually do. Ernie, run, you're a beast. So yeah, so Ernie got out, which means we'll take a drink, but and then
Shot.
like the last thing, yeah, I mean a shot. God damn it. What the last thing I have before we get into the game and before Michelle gets into her thing, and then we go into the game. My next note is about the Santa's helpers. So that's
Oh,
kind of
yeah.
like a big sweeping statement because a lot of the movie is Santa's helpers. You get just a quick rundown. You get a giant Jack in the Box that eats people. You get gingerbread man assassins. You get
They're like my
a
favorite,
robot.
dude. They're so adorable. Like, oh.
They're for sure one of the coolest parts of the movie. You get like an angel that like eats people's faces. You get a robot that stabs people, like a little toy robot. And then the elves. The elves are also one of the cooler parts of the movie. They're you think about Santa's helper elves, and you think about like Buddy the elf and fucking whatever else. But these elves are fucking badass. They've got Greek and Latin fucking symbols on like these masks that they wear. They build all these fucking creepy snowmen outside. So that's just like kind of a rundown of almost like a synopsis of the rest of the movie. That's what you get. And we'll get into like the actual like meaning when we get into this again. But that's kind of just like what you see. You see a lot of fucking family disordinance that leads to Krampus coming, and then you see Krampus and his helpers kind of hunt down these people one by one. In different ways, and that makes a bulk of the falling action or the rising action of the movie is in bulk just these people individually getting hunted by Krampus and his people. Not Krampus so much till the end, but and then Omi obviously in the center of all of this and knows what's happening. And obviously, I think we're going to have a very interesting discussion about what that means because I think it can be interpreted in several ways that she knew what was happening and made the choices that she made, we're in no short not trying to fucking warn them. She tried over and over and over again for them to warn them, and they just didn't listen to her. But we'll get into that. And then Michelle, what is your note before we get into some other games that we've got?
One quick thing I just wanted to add as one of the things that I thought was a really funny line. This is just a quick side note because I saw it in my notes, and it's the elder Aunt Dorothy, and it's when they're having dinner and she notices Toni Collette's character, the mom, that she didn't make a ham for the Christmas dinner, so she just says, "What are you now, and Drew?" And I was just like, "Oh my fucking god!" She just said that, and like her face, like to that, I don't know. It was hilarious. It was a very like fitting thing for that family. Really funny. Again, I can't like make people watch this enough. Secondly, the main thing I was going to get into. So there's the entire family interaction, like when the in-laws, the sister-in-law, whatever, they come in, it's terrible. And Max, I guess like our main protagonist, has this line where he says, "Every year it gets worse. Why do we have to put up with your crap just because we share DNA?"
Mm-hmm.
And he makes a fantastic point. I don't know if you can relate, but I know I can. And I definitely like fight this norm of letting people stay into your life simply because they're family, and even if they're like dangerously toxic people. Maybe it was my Catholic upbringing or my Mexican culture, but I see this emphasized during the holidays. Like, why is it okay to give this relative a pass? And I wanted to know your thoughts on that, if you could relate. Also, he states specifically that it gets worse every year, meaning that the family still continues to go through all of this when it's blatantly obvious that they hate each other, like on each side, and they will continue to argue. And I will say that arguing is one of the main rising actions of the film, right? What gets the plot moving, like Max losing his quote unquote Christmas spirit. And ultimately, because they can't respect each other, they end up getting punished. And that's very important for the plot, but I guess this is getting a little deeper, more like personal values and family shit, but I absolutely hated that. I remember seeing that, and I've fought and argued with like my sisters and just stuff about like just because they're family, they don't have to be a part of your life. And I think again the holidays emphasize this whole it's okay, just give them a pass. You're only gonna see them for these 2 days. Yeah, but those 2 days they're fucking terrible. Um, that just hit like this really like sore spot for me.
Yeah,
Thoughts?
I I I've had experiences with that. I think again, this is a not a strictly Hispanic thing. There are all sorts of cultures that have giant families, but there is that part of it. But there is something in the Hispanic culture, and again, I can't speak for other cultures. I'm just saying, not saying that it's exclusively Hispanic. I'm just saying that it's a characteristic of Hispanic culture.
Yeah.
Is that the family is this thing that you don't ever get away from, and that has both a negative and positive connotation. And I think that Adam Scott says it or tries to say it at a certain point. His character says to Max, he goes, right after he says the whole thing about the DNA, Adam Scott's response to that is, because that's kind of what family is, buddy. It's trying to make things work with people that you don't necessarily like, and I don't. So I want to be upfront in saying that the majority of interaction that I have with the majority of my family is pretty fucking wholesome and great. But there definitely are points within that system that I vastly disagree with, like my parents' stance of things, which is family is family is family is family. For me, that just doesn't. It's simply not reality. My reality is that I have friends that are more like family members to me than plenty of family members are. I have family members that I couldn't give two fucks about. I have family members that I actively hate, and I think that those things are all okay. Like you're absolutely right. There you have no obligation to be around toxic people. End of story. That's it. Like there's no and or but to any of that. There just isn't. Like if someone is toxic, you have a right to get away from them. I had a cousin who attacked me, like physically attacked me, a young woman. I mean, she's older than me, but she was young at the time. Who fucking
Merry
went after me?
Christmas.
Hey,
Oh shit!
Jesus!
What
Hey,
up? What up?
What
how's it
it?
going?
Pretty
You're
good,
like
pretty good.
55 drinks and 4 shots late, so catch up.
You know what? I think if I saw the chat going on, I think all my drinks have been going to you, Michelle. So,
I know. Thank
but
you for that.
I got right here. Cheers
Nice.
to you guys. Merry Christmas.
Cheers.
Merry
Cheers.
Christmas, buddy. Glad to have you on.
Delicious
yeah,
White Claw.
So just to finish this real quick, and then we'll get into a
Mm-hmm.
game while Jesus is here.
Yes.
And of course, feel free. I'm not saying like don't rebuttal, but just like my ending thoughts of it are, you don't have an obligation to anybody. I think in the Hispanic culture we tend to push that. I obviously, being of the generation of boundaries, is what I like to say. Don't believe in
Likewise,
that
yeah.
at all. Like
Yeah,
you
yeah.
have the right to set up boundaries with whoever you want to set them up with, and the holidays don't make that any different. Although I also believe in the family part of it, man. Like this is my thing is like if me and my cousin don't get along, but my mom wants to see my cousin, there's a gray area there. Like if that cousin assaulted me, no, I don't care how much my mom wants to see that person, they shouldn't be coming over. But if it's just someone that I don't really care for, it's like, she annoyed me or whatever. It's like, no, I'm not gonna be a dick. Like, and because like mostly it's about doing what's best for my mom in that moment. So it's
Yeah.
like, or my grandma,
I
whoever the fuck. Like,
yeah.
I think there's you just have it's a
I'm
judgment. Like,
I
make a good judgment. Go ahead. Sorry.
completely agree, and I'm 100%, especially the whole I'm doing it for my mom, I'm doing it for my grandmother. Like, it's not ever for me, it's more of like, let's just like keep the peace.
Yeah,
I
absolutely.
just really loved how, I guess, a family that looks nothing like mine, that like I'm used to,
Mhm.
was able to tackle this idea and like make it, like he, again, being the youngest, was able to say like, why the fuck did we do this? Always shares DNA, like this is bullshit type of thing. Like it gets worse every year, and I'm like, yeah, no shit. Like it's like every year I'm just like, ah, fuck this person, fuck this. Like I'm not saying like, not going to say anyone in particular, but like I get it. But yeah, I agree with everything you said. So to end on a little higher note, the other hilarious fucking line that I just absolutely loved because, Jesus Christ, was the stupid fucking uncle,
Jesus Christ.
the actor that you love. What's his name? Sorry,
David Cagney. Yeah.
Yes, whilst looking for Beth, the daughter, in the snow, right?
Yeah. When she's disappeared and they go after her.
Yes, and they go after her, and he's like, "Global warming, my ass." It's like negative whatever degrees, and I'm just like, that sounds a little too familiar.
Yeah, it hit a little too close to home.
It did, but I laughed my fucking ass off. I'm not gonna lie. That was funny, but I was like, it's great, but fuck.
Dude, yeah. And he says a lot of, like, you think about it, like 2015, like, he says a lot of, like, what was considered super conservative stuff, and the amount that we've now pushed that totally beyond. Like, he seems like a fucking moderate now to, like, what we're dealing with in modern conservatism. But go ahead.
I just can't believe that Michelle hates David Koechner.
I don't know. False. I do not. I hate his character.
Jared, real quick, we got
He's
Jared
like
saying, arguing in the movie sets up the lesson to be learned. Yes. Jared says you can't pick family. I agree, Jared. That's part of the what we're, it's part of the reason they're family. Yeah, it's probably why it makes it important. Freddie's taking off. Everybody say goodnight to Freddie. He says, all right, y'all, I got to call it a night, early morning tomorrow. My wish tonight is that y'all have a marvelous Christmas with your family, and may you continue to be blessed with many more. Dude, Freddie, thank you so much, dude. Thanks for fucking coming, hanging out. We miss you, and we're glad that you're here. It was really great to hear from you, and you have a good night, too, man. You have a good Christmas. Hopefully you and your family stay safe, and you have a great Christmas, man. Merry Christmas to you and yours.
Don't drink Smirnoff Ice.
Merry Christmas, man.
Have a good night. Happy holidays.
We'll get into some games here now that we've got Jesus. We can do a little family feud stuff.
I think Jesus needs to, like, take a couple shots, though, before he gets into it. Just saying. I mean, Jesus, not us, We're already,
Alright, yeah, so we already 2 shots at this point. So we'll take one right now with Jesus, and then we'll take another one when I know I'm safer towards the end of the episode. And so yeah, like I've got like hosting to do still. Jesus, why don't you give us a cheers here, buddy?
I am going to cheers to. I'm going to cheers to the great friendship that I've gained this year. I feel like I've gotten closer to a lot of you, and a little dude wants to say to Ernie, I guess.
Nice.
All right, love you, boys and girls.
Cheers, boys and girls. Thanks,
Cheers.
buddy. Merry Christmas. Oh, it's gonna hurt me in the morning. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, some games. The way we're gonna work this is, we're gonna do Jesus and his family against Michelle and her family, quote unquote. So the way this is gonna work is that Ernie is gonna be with Jesus, and Caesar, if he's there, is gonna be with Michelle. If not Michelle, you're gonna get the help of our audience, and then maybe we'll switch everybody around. We'll put Ernie on your team, we'll put the audience on Jesus' team, we'll figure out how do we do that. But for this round, Jesus and Ernie versus Michelle and the audience. Audience, please, dude, type whatever you want, help her out. She's going to either take your advice or not, but she is going to get the first section of this. If you've never watched Family Feud before, the way this is going to work is... I love Family Feud.
Sorry. Virtual X is over here.
Oh, X's. Yeah, fucking X.
God, I miss her.
I miss her too. I should call her.
No, you don't.
No, you don't.
Damn. Echo.
Yeah, I've got an echo. That's right.
It's that one song that... Yeah, echo. Who was it again?
Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Golden are feliz. So Family Feud style. Michelle and the audience are going to have 3 strikes. The way that we're going to do it is that, audience, you can suggest whatever you want, but unless Michelle takes your suggestion, it can't be a strike. Because then you guys, we just get everybody guessing at one time, and she doesn't, like, we'll get strikes really quick. So when she acknowledges what you want to say, like, she says that she's going to go with what you want to say, that'll be a strike. But she has to, like, be the final say. So like, 3 strikes to guess all of these things in the category. If she gets it right, she will get a point. If not, Jesus and Ernie will get a chance to steal.
Wait up.
Okay?
Wait up. Before we do this, yes, Michelle has the audience, but we got Jared.
Okay, yeah, sure.
No!
Called it.
He should be on my team because he's giving me like 12,000 drinks, so it's only fair.
Nope, it's only fair. He's on our team.
He's also like really good friends with like my best friend, so I mean.
He's also really good friends with one of my best friends, so.
Yeah.
It's fine. It's all.
Wait, in a match.
Brought me a White Claw. Never mind. Sessa's on my team. We're good. You can have Jared.
All right.
Fine.
So Michelle and Caesar in the audience, you have 3 strikes to get. There are 6. Wait, hold on. I can't. No.
Okay.
I'm looking at the wrong one. I wanted to give you one specifically. Okay, you have 5 answers in this category. You need to get all 5 in 3 strikes, or Ernie and Jesus get a chance to steal. Go ahead, Ernie. Yes.
Luis said good night, ladies and gents.
Oh, Luis, have a good night, buddy. Thanks for tuning in.
And
Merry Christmas, buddy. I don't talk to you
Merry
soon.
Christmas.
Jared says, guys, there's enough Jared to go around.
Oh, believe me. I know, baby. Good night, Luis and Megan and Violet. Merry Christmas if I don't talk to you guys before then. I love you guys. Stay safe. So, Michelle, Caesar, and the audience. You have
Jared.
five... yeah, minus Jared. You have 5 guess or 5 things that you need to get here. You've got 3 strikes, or Jesus and Ernie steal. The category is, I surveyed, literally me. This is not a fucking, like, euphemism. Not a euphemism, but this isn't like I'm not saying figuratively. I surveyed people and got these answers. So this is not like a national survey or whatever. So you have to keep in mind that it's like people in El Paso, largely Hispanic culture, and these are the answers that we get. So these are the best Christmas alcoholic drinks. The best Christmas alcoholic drinks. You've got 5. You need to get 5 answers. Go ahead, Michelle. And
Well, give the bartenders this one.
Oh.
Yeah, I did it on purpose.
Old fashioned.
Nope, not on there. First strike.
Fucking shit. Okay, that was mine. I'm waiting for comments.
What about Caesar? Caesar, can he hear me?
Coquito.
I think like Luis and Freddie were commenting a lot, so if you don't get a comment, then you should just keep going.
She said coquito.
Oh. Can you tell me what that is?
It's rum and eggnog.
It's a
Puerto Rican
Puerto
drink.
Rico,
Yeah, it's a Puerto Rican
like,
drink, yeah.
It's like their champurrado.
Keep bringing
So
up my ex, right?
champurrado and coquito.
I'm gonna give it to you because it's hot buttered rum is the one that I got, but it's from Hispanic people, so I imagine it's very similar.
It is.
if not the exact same thing.
It's more coffee-like, though.
This one has Kahlua in it.
Yeah, that's it. Same thing.
Okay. So yeah, that's a right answer. So you've got 4 more with 2 strikes.
Okay.
Just so you know, Jared is saying peppermint schnapps shot, a hard eggnog, or rum chata. That's what he's trying to help you out with.
Eggnog.
Spiked eggnog is up there, yes. So you've got 2 out of the 5.
Okay.
We're looking over here to steal. I got my X's up.
How many wrong answers do I have left?
2.
You've got 2 strikes. 2 strikes. Also, I feel like with at least one of the answers, I threw you off with like all the Hispanic stuff I said. So like that's my bad, which is why I'm like, don't like just think like what best Christmas alcoholic drinks.
I know, because like you mentioned the Hispanic, so I thought of like someone probably said Bud Light.
I ixnayed all the fucking stupid answers but yeah, so you've got three left. I think they're pretty. One of them, honestly, if I'm being honest, one of them's fucking hard for me. I don't even know why it's holiday, but it's up there.
Mojito.
No, that's a strike, but man, you're close. You're right there.
Oh my gosh, I'm going with Jared's Rumtrada because Cesar is not helping. Oh my god.
No. So they're gonna get a chance to steal before I give the answers. You get one guess, Jesus and Ernie. Not one guess each, one guess between you. So
Son of a bitch.
Discuss it before you give your final answer.
Jesus, I have full trust in you.
Well, I mean, this one time I went to this Christmas event and I had a spiked hot chocolate. That was pretty tasty, actually. But I don't know if that's like a thing like a lot of other people drink.
Is that your final answer?
Well, we're discussing it.
Okay.
Steve Harvey.
See, he said it.
So I mean, I'm thinking hot toddies too.
Oh.
Whichever one you want to lock in, Jesus. Lock it in. I'm gonna give you the boop. Boop.
Okay, you know what? I think Regis, we like to phone a friend.
I'm gonna phone in my bartender friend. My bartender friend Caesar. Hey, Caesar, I'm just kidding. I give you the boops, Jesus. You got this.
So Cesar just answered and said hot toddy. God damn it! Since you said goddamn fucking
let's go with the hot toddy.
Yeah.
Hot toddy final answer. The
Yes.
point is gonna go to Jesus and Ernie.
Oh, suck it.
Hot toddy
suck it.
up there.
I
So
kicked Cesar off of my team.
So number one answer spiked eggnog. Number two answer hot toddy. Number three answer Michelle mulled wine. Number four.
I fucking cooked.
She's fucking raging right now. She went mute because she's probably like, God damn it, shit.
I did.
I was like, dude, how are you not gonna guess your own drink, bro? Both of your drinks, the hot toddy and the fucking mulled wine, are up there.
What's
your
mulled
cocktails? Yeah, she was explaining it earlier. It's like
okay.
I mean, it's you take your favorite wine and you do stuff to it, like make a tea and mix it and stuff.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
It's a spice. Sorry, I got really mad. How did I not say that? Fucking Michelle. No, it's basically you just make like a tea with like cinnamon, clove, cardamom, like just typical Christmas fall spices. Throw it into the wine, add a little sugar, bam, done. It's called it's called mulled wine. So there's like a pre-package you can buy that's called mulled spices.
Oh, nice.
Jared was going hard in the paint trying to help you out. He said, I'm answering on reflex. Christmas margarita, sorry, chills.
Chills. Yeah, dude, you did good. It's fine.
Thought hotties. That's fantastic. And then mimosa. And Michelle, this is the one that I thought everyone was going to throw everybody off no matter what. The number 4 answer before hot buttered rum is mimosas, which is like a staple at my house for Christmas, but I didn't think that was like a holiday thing for everyone. So that's what's up there next.
So like, since we're on the topic of like holiday cocktails, last year Michelle made a cocktail that tasted like a fucking tamal.
Oh yeah.
What?
Yes,
And it was weird because like it.
You wanted to put.
I didn't know if I wanted to like. I didn't know if I wanted to drink it or like bite it. It was spot on. Like it felt like you were eating a fucking tamal. It was fucking weird, dude. Like she's
Green or red?
Red.
So it was, I think more red. It had mole sauce, but I also added a sherry that tasted that tastes like sweet raisin.
Yeah.
So I was trying to play off of like sweet tamales with like some mole in there, and
I
it
always
literally
think
did have
was phenomenal.
Had like the corn, like it had the masa.
Yeah,
was in
it
there.
was. Like,
It
I say
had
weird.
mole in there. It had that raisin. Like it was a fucking liquidated tamal with a shit ton of booze.
Yeah.
If
I
I
always
ever,
think
And I say weird
Sorry.
because it was so fucking spot on that I was just like, how the fuck did you do this?
Can I add a quick question to that?
Sure.
And this is me just giving points. I'll give you $1 if you get this right. Do you remember the name?
Tamale, 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 tamale,
Yeah!
tamale. Of course I do.
I was like, he definitely doesn't know, which is why he's doing this. But trying to...
That's
I
what it
always
was
thought
called.
I always thought that champurrado kind of tasted a little bit like tamales. Like, there's definitely like a masa thick element in champurrado. Which I was also surprised that someone didn't put spiked champurrado up there. I don't know if that's a thing, but I thought
We
it
had
was.
champurrado. I did make a champurrado on there. I called it the champurrado chuqueño. It was just served over ice. That's why I changed it. Anyway. Oh, you mean on the thing. Sorry, I'm still talking about the menu. Sorry, that menu was so hard and draining in like the best of ways. So anyway.
I really enjoyed that last holiday menu. So Ernie and Jesus, this is your category.
Gotcha.
I surveyed people and asked them who is the hardest person to buy a present for. Not obviously not like individual, like in your life, who is the hardest person to buy a present for? There are 5 answers. You've got 3 strikes. Go ahead, boys. Also, you can't talk to each other. Like you like Ernie gets a guess and then Jesus gets a guess. You guys can't
Okay.
like collaborate and shit.
okay,
Okay. Go ahead, Zeus.
I'm gonna go with you. These are just like people you surveyed, right? Like this is just like common answers.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna go with your spouse.
Significant other, number 1
Yeah.
answer.
Gotcha. Okay.
Fucking
Number 1
difficult.
answer, significant other.
I'm gonna go with mom.
Parents, number 4 answer.
I'm
It's
gonna go
on
with
there.
I'm gonna go with grandparents.
Grandparents is not on there. Strike 1.
Ah, damn.
Sibling.
it.
Sibling is not on there. Strike 2.
Real quick, Mr. Jared, can you just let me know in the comments if you're listening still?
Fuck.
Okay, I think I have an answer, but I'm not. Oh, this is on me, huh?
Do
Okay,
it.
I'm gonna go with like either like your boss or a coworker.
Okay. Boss. Boss is. Which one do you want to guess?
I'll go with boss.
Boss is on there. Boss is on there.
So I'm
Yeah,
gonna
because
go
I feel
coworker.
like
Coworker is also on there.
We have one more. Fuck.
So you've got
okay.
you've got 1 strike and 1 guess left.
Okay. You know what? I mean, I feel like it was kind of difficult, but not so much.
Child?
I mean, yeah, I was gonna say child.
That's strike 3. Michelle, you get a chance to steal.
Can you repeat the question, please?
Who is the hardest person to buy for? The right answers that we have so far are significant other, boss, parents, and coworkers. We're missing the number 2 answer.
Oh shit! I just thought of something great. I want to
Can I say-
I want to redo. I'm just kidding.
No, I allowed you to call a friend. And that friend is sitting right next to me.
You mean your partner?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
In
that
multiple ways?
one. In more than one way. So, I'm going with. Oh. I don't know how to word this, but I want to say just boys, men in general. Dudes.
No.
Fuck you, because what do you want for
Dicks,
Christmas,
dicks,
Josh?
dicks.
Tell me what you want.
Star stuff, Dallas Star stuff. That's what I
Yeah.
want.
Oh, I'll tell you what I want.
The number 2 answer and the one that everybody missed is in-laws.
Yes, that's what I was gonna say.
Your in-laws are so no one gets the point on that.
Damn.
Let's catch up with some comments real quick. Jared says, I said that, yeah, with the mimosas, that's what I told her. I thought I was going to throw you off, but that was a great answer. More of a red tamale guy myself. Dude, yes, I don't love green tamales that much. Your best friend, anyone, and then your best friend. Best friend was not up there, but that's a good guess. And it seems like not all my comments are going through, but yes, I am here. We got you, buddy. Yeah, so I don't know, Michelle, what did you want him to know if he was listening for?
That's her
I'm
partner
sorry?
now.
No, yeah, he's my teammate.
Oh, I get it, okay.
But no,
And
I'm
then-
reading. I see you, Jared. Thank you.
Okay. And then, so Michelle, this is now your category. Michelle and Jared, this is now your category. We're going to do Best Mexican Christmas Dish. We've got 5 answers. You guys have 3 strikes. And Jared, you can guess as many times as you want. Michelle's going to pick which answer she wants to go with out of what you say. And go.
Do you want like a full like plate or just like
No, like individual things. By no means is it a plate.
tamales?
Boom, up there, number 1 answer.
Okay, tamales. Whoop whoop. Waiting for the comment.
Nope, that's not on there.
It's gonna come fast.
Buñuelos.
Boom, number 4 answer up there.
Okay. Good,
So
good,
you've got-
good.
2 answers and
3 more?
Yeah, 3 strikes and 3 answers left.
Gotcha. Menudo.
Boom, number 2 answer.
Gotcha.
So you've got 2 answers and 3 strikes left. So far you haven't missed one.
I think I'll be very upset if I got one of these wrong just because food. Oh, Jared, I think that's a little... No, I know that it's a little too
Entomatadas.
specific. I know a lot of people who don't like them. I don't want to say it.
Don't. He'll have more guesses. He'll have more guesses. He says pan dulce.
Oh my god.
2 more. You need 2 more.
Okay. What about just ham?
Ham is not up there. That's strike 1.
Fuck. Okay. I'm gonna go with pan dulce.
Pan dulce, number 5 answer.
Fuck.
You've
Yes.
got-
Thank you, Jared.
You've got 1 left.
One more.
The
One
number
more.
3 answer is what you guys need.
Jared said
Okay.
green bean casserole. Take that answer. Take it. I'm just kidding. Imagine it's on there, guys. You all went fuck.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
Fucking
Pozole.
Pozole is not up there. That's strike 2.
What? That's
Okay, we have
bullshit.
one more strike.
Yeah, you got 1 more strike and you need 1 answer. 1 answer.
Okay.
Again,
God,
I'm
I'm trying to eat all this, or rather, not eat, but think of all the
trying
shit
to
that
eat
like.
all this shit.
What do I eat? Like a lot of.
You know what I be eating on Christmas? Huh, Heather? Ayo. No? Alright.
I'm just gonna say that the. Fuck it, churros.
Oh, it's not up there. It's not up
Fuck me.
there. Jesus
I swear if
and
it's
Nerdy, you
the
get a
last
chance
thing
to
I thought
steal.
of.
You guys get a chance to steal.
What was the question?
Best
What foods do you
Mexican,
not eat?
best
Bex-
Mexican dishes for the holidays.
Okay. We're going Hispanic here. Go, Ernie. Say it.
No, you got it.
Nah, just say it. You know what? Fuck it, I'll say it. You know, we made this last year. Who knows? I don't know if it's Hispanic or not. We'll go with brisket.
No. So Michelle and Jared are gonna get the point.
Wait, what?
Yeah!
We didn't get the point when we what?
Yeah, no, yeah, you didn't give it to us when
Yeah.
when they.
Well, you have it. You like
Okay.
I don't know. I didn't say it, but it's your point.
Okay.
If they don't steal, you get the point.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, that's
So
how Family Feud works. Duh.
All right, so we're winning.
Bitch, I'm just kidding.
the answer that everyone missed is chile con queso.
Go fuck yourself, because I was gonna say that. I'm so angry right now. I'm gonna hide in the corner.
That's the
I'm making that
answer
tomorrow.
Oh,
Me
it's so
too.
good.
Me
It's so
too.
good. And this is the last one. So if Michelle can get this, even though if she can steal it, it'll end as a tie, I guess. But if you guys win this or get this, you obviously win the game because I only have 4 things, and then we'll finish with Krampus, and then that'll be the end of it. I have other games, but we're getting pretty far into it, and I don't like them as much as what I've done so far. So we will do this for sure, and then we'll figure it out. But what else do I have here? Oh, so best Christmas carols. So earlier we did top grossing Christmas songs. This is not that. This is strictly Christmas carols, which could be the same thing. Some of these cross bounds, and they're the same ones, right? But some of them are absolutely not the same ones. And so for me, a Christmas carol is not fucking...
WAP.
Yeah, okay, WAP for sure isn't a Christmas carol, but so Christmas carols. There's one on here for sure that I don't agree with is a Christmas carol. I'm gonna give you that right now. But and actually there's 2 on here that I don't think are a Christmas carol, but they were just such overwhelming answers that I had no choice but to put them on here. So favorite Christmas carols, you've got six things you need to get.
Oh my god.
And 3 strikes, and then Michelle will try to steal. If she doesn't steal, you guys win this portion of the game. Go ahead. Each of you, go ahead.
Jesus, I'm gonna give this one all on you. Well, I'm gonna do the first one, I guess. We wish you a Merry Christmas.
Jared, can you please stop commenting until it's my turn to steal? Save it for me, please.
We wish you a Merry Christmas is not up there, so that's strike 1.
Okay, I'm in a match. Jesus is all you, buddy.
Top Christmas carols.
Jingle bells.
Oh, what about Oh Holy Night?
Oh Holy Night, number 5 answer. It's up there.
Okay. Fuck. What was Ernie's answer? He said Jingle Bells?
No, he said, God damn it, I don't remember what he said.
Ernie, what did you say?
I forgot what I said.
He said, wish you a Merry Christmas is what he said.
Okay,
We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you
okay. Joy to the World.
Joy to the World, that's strike number 2, buddy.
Ah, fuck me. Silent Night.
Silent Night, number 1 answer.
Boom.
Odds are
Okay.
against you. You've got 4 answers and 1 strike, but you can do it.
Deck the Halls?
Deck the Halls is not up there. Michelle, you get a chance to steal. All you need is 1.
I get.
Jared said arroz con leche.
That's it. That's their answer.
Okay, can you remember what they said?
Nope.
Yeah, so
Just kidding.
so the correct answers are that they have our Silent Night and Oh Holy Night. And
Everything has to deal with the night, Michelle, so
Can you,
say something.
wait, repeat it. Sorry.
Silent Night and
Silent
Oh Holy
Night?
Night, and
And
they've
Oh Holy
guessed. They've
Fuck,
guessed.
Silent Night was the one. Okay. And they guessed what?
They've guessed. We Wish You a Merry Christmas, and Deck the Halls.
Fuck.
Chance to steal. I need an answer here.
I know.
That was her-
has something that
that
I don't
was-
really like. To
That was
sound
her answer, Steve. It was fuck.
Hark the Herald Angels sing.
No, it's not.
Which
on
one?
there.
What?
Was
which
it Jingle
one's that
Bells?
one?
Hark the herald angels
Oh, that's right.
sing.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay,
No,
can
that's
I ask, like, if Cesar would have gotten it right, which was Rudolph?
Rudolph is up there.
Damn!
Motherfucking shit.
I
should have listened to
Jingle
my
Bells.
bartender.
It's also up there. And then there's the two answers that I did not agree with. I do not think they're Christmas carols, but they were just overwhelming answers, and so they got up there. One
Wow.
of them was "Rocking Around the Christmas Tree," which I don't think is a Christmas carol, and the other one was "Holly Jolly Christmas," which I also don't think is
I
a
don't
Christmas
either.
carol.
I also don't think Rudolph is one.
I
think that's
literally
terrible.
carol that song every year, so I'm gonna say that it is a Christmas carol.
You go Christmas caroling?
We go. I said this. Oh, you were playing. We go Christmas caroling to the nuns and to the priests and to the old folks' homes and the rehab hospital where people can't leave for Christmas.
I think that's really beautiful, by the way. You mentioned that earlier, and I love that.
Thank you. Yeah,
That's dope. That's cool.
we've done that. That's like a big part of what we do on Christmas Eve.
Are you guys still going to try to do something like that, just like with masks on this year, or not?
No one's letting you go anywhere, even if you like wear masks and that stuff. They don't want like the
group of people.
Yeah, they just don't want, and they don't really want any people at all. So
Fuck it, solo man. That's all you, bro. Let it rip.
Yeah, we were even thinking to just like me and my uncle and like one other person try, but they're like stay 6 feet apart and wear a mask and all that. But they said no, thank you. But hopefully next year we'll take care of it. So that was that game. I've got a little Christmas trivia here. Just some rapid fire questions. Anybody that can answer at any time, I don't care. First question: what were the three wise men carrying?
Myrrh, frankincense, and gold.
Excellent, Michelle. Second question: how old? No, that one's hard. Name all of the reindeer. Anybody?
You have Dancer. I'm trying to think.
Prancer.
I know there's Vixen,
That's three.
Comet and Vixen.
Blitzen.
Blitzen.
Yes.
There wasn't a Vixen?
There's like a
There
plant.
is.
Yeah, I
there
said
is-
Vixen.
There's both a vixen and a blitzen.
Okay,
I think
Vixen and Blitzen.
Do we say Prancer?
Yes, I said
Yes.
Prancer.
Dancer.
Dancer. Yes.
Do you forget Rudolph?
Dancer.
Cupid.
Dancer. No, I'm just kidding.
Yes, Cupid.
and Donner.
Yes,
And
Cupid and Donner.
Jared keep typing.
You guys are
Blitzen.
missing one.
Rudolph.
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 No. Other than Rudolph.
Ooh, the mean one.
Bobby.
Bobby.
Bobby
Believe-
Schmurda.
Josh, Christmas nerd. Fuck you. Cupid, Donner. No, there's still one. I know. There's only one you guys are missing. Comet. Boom.
Thank you,
Comet.
Jared.
That's it. Everybody. Fucking Jared coming in clutch. The first
remember
state
them
in the
all
United States to make Christmas an official holiday.
The first states?
Yeah.
The United
Virginia.
States?
Virginia's wrong.
Okay.
Boston.
Okay.
Boston is not a state.
Boston is a city in Massachusetts.
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 No. Also wrong.
Maine.
No.
Boston,
the answer is
Texas.
Alabama.
Ew.
Oh shit.
Where
I
was
love-
Jesus born?
Alabama.
Jerusalem? Jerusalem?
Oh,
Right?
Ernie.
Sodom and Gomorrah.
So, real quick, on this match that I had, it was kind of a
Yeah.
bullshit match. Whatever, I got out still, but like I don't think it's worthy enough for a shot because that killer just was dog shit. But
So half a shot.
so some of these names like of people, like this one person's name is Blunt Blow and Geek. I didn't know I was playing with Jared.
Oh.
And then the other one is
Got him.
generic name 1065. I don't know why there ain't no J Daddy 2 holes on here.
J Daddy Two Holes or
I like
Lieutenant Dan
sandy
Stand Up.
cheeks.
J Daddy Two Holes, J Daddy Butt Cheeks. Where was Jesus born? Jerusalem is very close, Ernie, but the answer is Bethlehem.
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 Yeah.
Yeah.
So a couple
He was
more.
born in a shack.
In
The
a
Love
manger. He was
Shack.
born in a manger.
Love shack.
And then we'll get to the last couple questions. We'll get to the end of Krampus, and then we'll call it a night because we've been on for a very, very long time. Thank you for
Wait,
everybody that has
Jared,
stuck out with us.
which gamer tag?
They already said it. J Daddy Two Holes.
Yeah,
Oh,
he voted J Daddy Two Holes.
Did he vote for J Daddy Two? Guys,
Yeah.
I'm still debating as far as what I'm going to change my gamer tag. So I'm
Well,
kind of
I'm
on.
telling you, he voted on that earlier. He voted J Daddy Two Holes.
Everybody
Alright.
almost did, pretty much.
Yeah, it was almost unanimous. Thank you for everybody who's stuck by. Thank you for everybody who tuned in. Please like, subscribe, share, tell your friends about us, comment. We really appreciate you guys. I'm not going to do this at the end of the episode because we're already running really late. Merry Christmas, audience. I know some of you probably have to go. Some probably want to go to sleep. I love you guys. We love you guys. We could not do this without you. We would not do this without you. And thank you so much for sticking with us since March is when we started this. So we're 38 weeks in. We're going to keep going. We're here for you as long as the pandemic is raging, and then hopefully even after that, we will continue. So thank you guys so much for spending your pandemic and your quarantine and your isolation with us. We couldn't love you more. Thanks, everybody. And so the last couple questions before we get into the end of Krampus, I've got how many lights in a menorah? A nod to our Jewish friends.
9.
8 is the
8.
right answer there.
Bullshit, it's 9.
8 crazy nights. I've got 8.
No.
That I literally googled it.
No. Because you have the one that lights the other 8.
Candles in
Yeah.
a menorah. Candles in
it though. Not the
Yeah.
one. The one that lights it isn't in it
If
though. Is
I'm
it?
wrong, I'm gonna be upset because half of my family is Jewish. Yeah, it is 8 crazy nights, Assad, but there is the one. It's the one.
No, she's right, yeah.
She's
It's
right.
the,
She's
the
right.
one light that lights the rest of the 8. So it's like the idea that they thought they only had enough fuel to light the one, but they made it last 8. So that's
Yeah,
what it's
yeah.
called.
It's 9. There's
Bam!
one.
Fuck you! Fuck you!
But
Fuck
there's
you!
8.
You're cool.
Ooh, that's actually I'm reading into it, and that might be a good screen name too. 8 Holy Flames.
Dude,
Seth's like, shut up, you're gonna wake up the ghosts of Jewish past.
so I don't know if Jared has fucking. So he said Sippy, which I imagine is Mississippi, but I don't know if he said Bama before I did. I mean, if he did, amazing. He said Jerusalem, which was wrong. It was Bethlehem, but very close.
He also voted Two Holes. He said he wants to see you in
2 holes, buttercream.
And then he said Labia
Labia
Minora.
Minora. Oh, Jared. And then
But
this
real
is the
quick,
last.
can you repeat for all the people that I was right about the 9 candles?
You were right about the 9 candles.
Gosh, you're
How
such a
many
woman.
candles are on the menorah?
There are 9 candles.
Sorry, this
7.
is more of like a half of my family really is Jewish, so I have to get this right.
The last question, and again, this is for our Jewish friends. What is the purpose of a dreidel?
It's like a
My
trompo, right?
dreidel, I made it out of clay.
A dreidel's like a trompo, right?
Yeah, it really
it's a trompo, but it has like symbols on it and shit.
Oh, I honestly don't know. It's a spin?
Yeah, I mean, yes, like you're not wrong. It's a game that they play, so it's like
I'm sorry,
there's-
Seth, I just added the greatest lyrics to my song. My cousin, who I love with all my heart, is very gay. So I just said my dreidel, dreidel, dreidel. I made it out of clay, to which he shouted from the kitchen, My cousin's very gay. Shit a little bit. Keep talking, please.
Oh, so the
Um,
dreidel's like a sex toy?
I mean, it could be if you assign different sexual positions to the letters.
Oh, okay.
The letters that are on the dreidel stand for nun,
Yeah.
gimel,
Yeah.
shin, and chayil. And they all
Sexy.
represent different stuff. Like if you get one, you get like a chocolate or a guilt or something. That's what it's for. So it's playing the game, but spinning it is certainly an acceptable answer. This is
Like
going to
spin the
bring us
bottle?
to the end. It's a little weird because you're with your family, but show us your dick.
Hey, you gotta enjoy your 8 crazy nights somehow, you know what I'm saying?
Right? Fucking stuck in like a snowstorm and shit. What the fuck is that line from Eight Crazy Nights? Where he's like, oh fuck, I can't remember what the fuck he said. It'll come back to me right now. We're gonna get into the end of the episode, but also finishing Krampus, and then we'll do our housekeeping stuff and get out of here. We realize it's very light, so if you guys are still with us, awesome. We will be done shortly. So for me, we said we were going to get into like the deeper meaning of stuff. I know, Michelle, you have a lot about Omi, and for me, there's not like what you see is kind of what you get. I think that there's little subtle stuff that they did very well, but for me, the casual moviegoer is going to take away the same thing from it as someone that was maybe watching more in more detail, which is that there's a line in which once you cross, there's no more redemption. There's a point of no return for redemption.
Definitely.
And
Yes.
and Krampus, like, it could have turned out. They did a great job because they teased it to you. They told you, like, there is a way, there's a road back from where you have come. And as long as you do the right thing and you try to save your family and you take back your wish and all that shit, everything's fine because you're gonna wake up on Christmas morning and everything's gonna be like you wished it was, and you're gonna go back to being a loving family and all that shit. And then the end of the movie squashes that, and it says, no, you wished for your family to disappear, and
Yeah.
that's what the fuck you got. And once that happens, there's no way back for you. There's no way back. And for me, sure, does it work? Almost literally, yes, but figuratively, in a way where you don't get a demon Santa Claus to come kidnap your family, it still works because once you have that level of hate in your heart, once you have that level of distaste for people that you're supposed to love or people that love you, whatever it is, it's hard to come back from that. And so I think that there's a direct conflict with the idea that there's certain family members, or there could be, right? There could be a direct conflict with it's like there's certain family members that you shouldn't be around or whatever. Here's the distinction. There's a significant moral and ethical difference between not wanting to be around somebody and wishing that they would get snatched up by Krampus. There's just a huge, vast difference between those things. You cannot want to be around someone that's toxic without wishing that they disappear, or wishing that they die or whatever. And I think that that's the line. That's literally the line in the sand that they drew, where it's like, it's fine to not want to be around them. It's fine. But once you go that far to be malicious and stoop to their level and be hateful, that's a thing that's completely different, and you can't come back from that.
Agree.
Yep.
Except.
Dun dun dun. Here we go.
Is it my turn?
Yep.
Is it okay? Can I go? So,
Yeah.
I'm not targeting you specifically or anything you said. It's more of a I'm gonna go down my notes. I'm gonna talk about Omi and mainly the creatures, and the idea of like how and why this happened to the family, as in why Krampus showed up and did what he did, right? There's a reason why I made a cocktail for this thing called, the post-punishment punch, right? Because we know they're going to be punished. Omi, she falls into a trope, which at the beginning of the film, watching her, she only speaks in German. And mind you, they have a Bavarian background, is what I found out from the writer-director, Michael
Scott.
Bay.
Great
Shit.
Scott!
No, Michael Dougherty. So, writer-director. Also, real quick, Seth Green and Justin Roiland, they both voiced some of the gingerbread people in the film. Real quick, shout out to them. But Michael Dougherty said that the Krampus character comes from this Astro-Bavarian folklore, right? He describes it specifically to the film, not the folklore, that Krampus is a shadow of Saint Nicholas, right? That there is something darkly playful about him, that he's having a good time doing what he does, and he enjoys the quote-unquote cat and mouse aspect of it, and it being the punishment of those who lose the Christmas spirit or who misbehave, right? So basically this family that we know and are introduced to. Omi is she falls into this quote-unquote older and wiser character trope. So most of her screen time is used to foreshadow events in the film, and the fact that she chooses to speak in German adds an extra element of secrecy. The reason I say chooses to is because once she finally tells the backstory as to the who, what, where, when, how, why, she's actually speaking in English, and even the elder aunt makes like this stupid remark of like, oh, English, right? Like she's just like, oh, how surprised. She actually speaks English, but she chooses to speak German the entire time because that is her language, or her, that's what she chooses to speak, right? There's no question about that. So, moving on from there. First thing she says in the film is, Saint Nick is what you believe him to be. To believe in him is to believe in the Christmas spirit, and then makes this ominous statement about sacrifice. Later on, she's like, keep the fire warm or hot. Later on, it just keeps on going. Then from there, we see the fucking creatures. Also, let's talk about the creatures. Are they not the people that Krampus has punished, quote-unquote, in the past, reincarnated into these elves, jack-in-the-box, angels, etc.? Also, the angel that basically, I hate to use this term, lynches Toni, Collette, in the attic? Tell me she doesn't look exactly like Omi. What doesn't say that maybe that was Omi's mother, grandmother, aunt, uncle, because they look so much alike, that actually does that, right? Because, he's just reusing whatever he has available to him. Did you see a similarity in those characters?
I mean,
Tell me you did not. That angel looks so much like Omi.
When I was saying earlier that... can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
When I was saying earlier that I, wasn't like the casual moviegoer would see the same thing as someone who's paying attention to the detail, I guess I was wrong. Because, no, I mean, I've seen this movie a lot of times. I wish I had paid attention to that specifically. I can't say either way. I mean, I'm sure that you're right, but I have no confirmation because I've just never seen it before.
I mean, maybe I want to make that connection, but here's the thing. I didn't make it until after the fact, and even then I was like, why did she look so familiar? Why did she look so familiar? Holy shit, she looks like Omi. But Omi's still alive. Why was she kept alive? Holy shit, the same reason that the son was kept alive, So it's like, fuck, maybe it is the mom. Maybe it is, like, what kind of like cemented my theory about this were the snowmen, right? You see one at first, right? Max is like, hey,
There's
Mom.
someone put a snowman on our lawn.
Exactly. And then what happens after that? They keep multiplying, and getting closer to the house. And then when you see one of the cousins being taken away, then you see a snowman that looks almost like very identical to it. It's like, shit, are these like victims of Krampus who have, he decided to make them become these figures, right? Like, maybe it's just specific to them. That being said, one of the things I kind of really disliked is this weird balance of terrifying versus quirky / funny in the fight scenes. Mainly the climactic fight scene in the attic, where, as an example I used already, is this angel who fights Toni Collette's character and basically like lynches her, and it's so fucking dark and scary and terrifying. Again, I hate using the term lynch, like you know what I mean.
But that's what happens. I mean, she tries to hang her. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's like this straight shot of Toni Collette's face that's like, oh my god, this is terrifying. But then on the opposite side, you have the uncle who's on the bottom floor fighting all the gingerbread boys
men.
by, Seth Green and, like Justin Roiland. So, like, that's funny. And then, he's like calling the dog or like, Rosie, kill. And Rosie's like, fuck you, you're on your own, and like walks away.
You worthless piece of shit. Yeah.
But then let's talk about the elves. When they show up, oh my god, they look so good. They're creepy as fuck. But do they provide some comedic relief? Which I think the gingerbread people are comedic relief.
Yeah.
Right? Some of the elves do the same thing. They are slightly goofy, and besides that comedic relief / goofiness that they provide, I get strong goblin vibes from, think like Labyrinth, right? And then the last thing I'm gonna say, like in the ending, like ending is again the thing I kept calling and I kept referring to as an ominous Omi moment, is like all the foreshadowing. And she says like, Merry Christmas to Max after he wakes up and he's downstairs with his family. She says this to him as she's handing him a hot cocoa, right? She has only spoke German. The one time she spoke English was to tell the backstory that was then animated. So, this is very specific. This was a huge giveaway to that something wasn't right. And specifically, like, that part where then we now know that it's like I guess it's not real, but it's their new reality in their snow globe of punishment, right?
Yeah.
Right.
And it has this like hazy filter that makes it seem dreamlike, but it's now their actual life. That's their actual home. They're imprisoned there. So, Omi has a very powerful part in this, and I think her speaking German all throughout until she decides to say something in English, then reverts back to the German, and then here she goes. So, anyway, all of that. Go.
Well, I go ahead.
No, that's
Well, so
that's
I mean, kind of taking like trying to take one thing at a time.
I was gonna
First
say
of
I said
all-
like 14 things at once. I'm so sorry.
Well, and
like
I'm
I
not-
said, I did write a shit ton of notes. So
No, yeah, and
please tell me.
I certainly
help.
appreciate the effort, and I always do. And I'm not going to comment on everything first of all because not all of it needs it. I think you covered a lot of
Because
it very
time.
well.
It's all good. I understand.
Well, time, but I also think like you covered things really well. For me, like the things that I do have comments on, I think that even like in the attic, for me like the cheesiest line of the movie right after the quote unquote lynching is Adam Scott going, "You've got to be kidding me." And I love that line. I love his delivery. I love that it's
I agree.
there.
Yeah.
But it obviously goes for comic relief. I think David Koechner's whole character is basically comic relief. He does make a heroic exit, like trying to keep his family moving in the snow and all that. Adam Scott has a similar fate. But I think that, you said you didn't love the the mix, I loved it. I loved the balance. I loved the mix. I like that I can watch. It's one of those movies you can watch with people that don't really like horror movies, and they're still
So
gonna get a kick out of it.
definitely agree because I was telling my mom, she's like, I don't know Krampus. She's very anti any horror movies, and I made the huge mistake of showing her Hereditary.
Oh
Real
my
quick,
god.
little story, and she was like, "Why the fuck?" I closed my eyes for most of it. I fucking hate you for this. Like, she was so just like, "Why would you do that?" I'm like, "I'm so sorry." Like, coming from me, I just thought the storytelling was fucking beautiful. I'm so glad I didn't show you Midsummer because I would have,
Hmm.
and her like asking me, I was like, you should watch it, it's not that bad, and she's like, no, 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 no. She's like, I don't trust you, and I was like, no, 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 like, you should actually, like, fuck, never mind, because I don't have a real say, like, again, perspectives, etc. But this is the one I can say, like, she could watch, but all of that being said, that's because of my own personal view of, and I thought a lot of the comedic relief was sometimes a little bit too much. Mind you, I understand comedic relief. If I'm going to use Midsummer as an example, which this is something we've talked about on the podcast, think of like the Joker character, right? Like fucking Toy Story guy. Uh, like he was a comedic relief in certain points, and I feel like the creatures were that character, but also at the same time, I feel like those said creatures were recycled creatures that Krampus has had gotten, and it was like, well, it's your turn. Boom, go. You're in this timeline now, and you're gonna fuck with this family, and that makes it not less scary, just a little more deeper, a little more kind of how the director described, just like darker, more ominous,
Yeah, I
more
mean,
like secrecy.
I think that there's layers to it. Jesus is telling us that he has to go. Um, Laters, dude. I'll.
I'm
Do you
so
want to?
sorry. I'm talking. Bye.
No, 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 no,
No,
no,
no,
Or
no,
not bye. I don't know what to do. Sorry.
no, no, no.
no,
It's
no.
dude.
You're
It's all
good.
good.
You're good.
He just got to go, and I want to give him the chance to say goodbye to everybody.
I just want to say Merry Christmas to all you guys out there. Appreciate it. I know it was late on, but I just had some stuff going on with some fam. And always, fuck the free world. Latest, guys.
313, baby. Have a good night, man. Thanks for coming by.
Have a good night.
Yeah, I think that there are layers. Obviously the reincarnation of people as elves or whatever else. Being trapped in the snow globe, the stuff about redemption. Obviously, Omi's huge part in all of this, and as her as a vessel, as her as a matriarch, the chances to speak, English versus German, all that stuff. I think you hit the nail on the head. But we've been going for a very long time. And we are losing people by the second, which of course, obviously we don't blame them because it is very late. And again, that's Krampus. I feel like we could definitely get more
I think there
into
should be a
into
part two,
things. Yeah, and I don't
but we
disagree
can
with
discuss
that.
that later.
Well, yeah, no, I don't disagree with that. I think that especially like if we wanted to do more holiday stuff, we haven't decided what we're doing for New Year's and all that kind of thing, but we're gonna get there real quick. Rounding out the comments, um, I would like to try to be on the next one if that's okay with you guys, or I can do it, or if I can do it, Jared, absolutely, dude. We'll let you know when that's going to be and what we're going to talk about, and you can absolutely be on the next episode. Krampus only takes, he does not give. Yeah, I mean, I think you're talking about the movie as a whole. Boom. That's a
Yep.
perfect line.
Yeah. So
Um,
I have a comment to where I was like, "Thank you, Jared." That was just me like thinking. I was like, "Yeah, I agree." As far as like the whole like he takes whatever. Yeah. Continue.
um, yeah. So I think that that's like a perfect like bow on the movie is no matter what you which way you feel like you're going in the movie, your navigator is Krampus gives or does not give, he takes. The cousins are trash. I hated them. So good on their acting. I mean, I agree. I couldn't stand them. Merry Christmas, Jesus. Thank you, Jared. Merry Christmas, everybody out there. We are gonna get out of here. I feel like we just packed a lot into this episode with the games and all that stuff. Maybe we didn't go as deep into Krampus as we could have, but I promise you that if there's a round two, maybe next Christmas, maybe for this year, for New Year's, whatever, we'll jump deeper into what this stuff means. Maybe couple him in with some other stuff. That's gonna be it for Krampus. It's going to be it for our Christmas episode. It was literally like 3 hours long, so thank you for coming and hanging out with us. We just feel like we've got to wrap it up before we start, going even further into the rabbit holes. So, again, please like, subscribe, share, let everybody know that we're out here. Thank you guys so much for stopping by. Everyone's going to get their chance to wrap up here, a little maybe 30 seconds to a minute of whatever they want to say to for your holidays. We don't know if we're going to be back for New Year. As a matter of fact, I would say that I doubt it, but we're unsure, so make sure you pay attention to us on social media. Ernie, go ahead and give your wrap up, buddy.
Just want to thanks, y'all. It was fun. Thanks everybody that commented. Have a happy holidays, happy New Year. Yeah. Peace.
All right. Michelle, what you got for us?
Hi. Sorry, everyone gave me like 20,000 drinks today, so I'm like, yeah, let's do it.
This was the point. Yeah, it's all good.
Yeah. But no, thank you for, oh my gosh, these games were so much fun. So first of all, thank you, Josh, for all the hard work and time and effort you put into that. That was fucking amazing.
Thank you. I
I'm
appreciate
all about it. Very grateful, and it just inspires me to do more.
Thank you.
But yeah, let's keep collaborating. I hope you guys bring me on for the upcoming episodes. I'm very happy to be on this Ask Sussad. Like, I am all sorts of all about this. I keep saying the word all. So cheers to y'all. I have a shot and a drink here, so tell me what to drink, and then we can like exit this proudly and happily and enter the holiday season, and hopefully we can all stay home and not get people in trouble, sick, etc. This year has sucked. I completely agree, but that doesn't mean that we should give up towards the end. We should all just stay home and just keep fucking doing it until we can just, it's safe to not. And I'm saying this from someone who has too many people with like autoimmune disease. Sorry, I'm talking a lot again.
No, it's all good.
All of that being said, let's keep doing it. Let's keep keeping everyone safe, keeping people here, and I love you guys. Cheers.
Cheers. Everybody stay home, stay safe. Merry Christmas. If we don't see you for New Year's, happy.
Peace.